Happy Friday, dudes and dudettes. Welcome to Dudes After Dark. I'm your host, Shoddy. And hey, we got some legends from the live chat to introduce here. Welcome in Mayor of Remington, Pedlo. He's always in the chat, causing some trouble in the live chat. What's up, Pedlo?
Howdy.
And some of you may know him as the man allergic to picking favorites. Some of you tailed his Belmont pick of Dornoch. And some of you just know him as the other Curtis. Face reveal, here's Curtis Manlow.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, leading the charge here for the Dornick fan club. So, unfortunately, it was a good day for the Discord. Not so much for the other dudes, I think, but still riding high off the Belmont win, and I got to celebrate it in the lawn of a Hootie and the Blowfish concert. So, one of the best wins I've had horse racing. One of the most fun celebrations I've had as well.
And then, of course, you have Pedlo here who, you know, if you go to Remington, you're going to run into this guy. Got to meet him a couple times when we went to the Oklahoma Derby and as well as the Springboard Mile last year. So I'm really happy you guys could join me tonight. Davey was supposed to make it, but he had an unexpected thing happen. So it's all right. We'll make good from a bad situation there. And first off, we're about 15 minutes to post. We have a bet share going on. There is a pinned link in the comments live chat to join in on this. We are using the TwinSpires bet share feature. By the way, if you open your TwinSpires account using offer code DUDES, it's DUDES, you receive 100% deposit match up to on your first deposit up to $200. So if you don't have that and you want to join in on this bet share, make sure you sign up using code DUDES. So, speaking of the races, we are starting off race 4 at Charlestown, Old Chucky Town. So, starting off, what did you guys kind of think going into this race? There's been some for me, I had the 2 on top. How about you guys?
I like the 6 a little bit. I want to do the second time starter. That's a guess, but that's the only thing I bet on right off the top. What is he right now?
Oh, you said you like Lady Taurus, the 6?
A little bit. I mean, second time starter is my favorite angle. So I don't think any of these horses are world beaters. So at least the 6 showed a little bit of something when she passed a horse. So that's my kind of, let's see what happens.
Yeah, probably not too often you get a maiden special weight race here at Charlestown that has a horse sired by Justify and a horse sired by Hard Spun in the same race, I think. But the 2 obviously kind of looks to be the standout there. Again, a Justify horse that they bought for $15,000 at a sale. I'm going to go ahead and take a play against here. If you want to go with another second time starter, the Hard Spun that I talked about, the 3 working on it.
Yeah.
Didn't really run at all last out. 20-1 on the morning line. Gets the 5-pound apprentice bug there. So I'm a little interested. I think this is kind of one of those, if you're going to go against the favorite, you've got to try and find something right, like a second time starter, like Pedlo said, or a little bit of an angle where you can overlook some things.
Unfortunately, your 3 has scratched. Yes. Was not so earlier, but has scratched now. My thoughts on the 2, who at the moment is the current 6-5 favorite. They have Arnaldo Bocachica, top jock at Charlestown, and it's kind of going back to the racing conditions of their first race, because they went from Charlestown in their maiden to I think it was Laurel. I don't have the PPs pulled up directly in front of me, and they have like the best like late pace ratings, so that's why I kind of circled that one on my tickets.
I've got the 4 having Arnaldo Boca Chica. Is that what you mean?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
But the 2 did
sorry,
come from Laurel. The 2 did come from Laurel, so
yeah,
bruises on it.
I had the wrong note. I do have the 4 on the ticket because I like the 4 next up, and that was my note for the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my notes, man. I just need to use the actual, just write it down instead of using using the DRF stuff. So we started out with our ticket. Yeah, we are kind of chalky. We went 1, 2, 4 for the pick 5. The odds are going all over the place right now.
Yeah.
I need to circle back and see how the last race actually ended up. Geo's tough cookie. Oh, also watching out for the Juba babies. That's another angle I like for Charlestown. If it's sired by Juba, watch out.
Are they named after Juba Chamberlain? I've always wondered that.
You know, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
It's the old pitcher for the Yankees. I hung out with him one time in Tampa for spring training, and I'll tell you, I thought that dude was like a big, chunky guy. He's fairly short and chunky, but he was a pretty good little pitcher for a couple of years.
Yeah, he was one of those dudes that he got kind of hot for a while, and then he was kind of gone before. You know, one of those baseball phenoms where they stick around for a couple of years and then they just kind of fell off. But he was
for real. Didn't you think he was big though? Didn't you think he was like real tall?
Yeah, he's not. He's a smaller guy, right?
Yeah, it blew me away. I was like, hey, I could pick up some girls over this dude. We're good.
So, I guess since we're talking about some other sports right now, tonight you have the Game 6 for the Stanley Cup.
It just tipped off.
Yeah, I was just saying, it just started. So I think it's Aaron and Mike or Somich. They have the Panthers, I believe. I don't really watch a lot of hockey, but I kind of was like, oh, I like the Oilers. Sure, I have friends who like them. So I guess I'm rooting for the Oilers to extend the finals into Game 7.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to get rid of hockey already? Let's be honest. And my
bet let's go.
Yeah. I mean, we already got rid of the NBA, thank goodness. But hopefully we can keep the NHL around for a little bit. So my bet for the playoffs has been a power play goal and an empty net in the same game, and it's plus 260 every time. That's kind of a bet on Bovada. It's a same game parlay type deal, and I think it's hit twice now. So I missed a couple games because I wasn't paying attention for whatever reason, but tonight I got it. So let's get a power play goal and an empty netter tonight.
All right. And throughout the stream, we'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on score. I'm sure you might have the game on in the background. But again, I like watching hockey. I don't know any of the teams. I don't know any of the players. I'm in Arkansas. We don't really have a lot of hockey around here.
Hey, speaking of that, I watched Little John Daly play a little bit today. He was paired up with my buddy in the Corn Ferry Tour event, and I watched Little John Daly play in his first ever PGA event. So he actually eagled out of the bunker yesterday, which was sick, from about 60 yards or something. So I got a little Arkansas love for you there.
Appreciate it. We're still about 12 minutes to post for race number 4. Kind of want to go through some of these other horses that we didn't really talk a lot about. Loki's Lightning was a horse that I had in second. So my order of finish is 2-7-1-4. Looks like Loki's Lightning is down to 7-2. Did you guys have any thoughts?
He's getting a little bit of play
action
in the double
Yeah.
market too. I mean, he's the third favorite in the double market.
I'll ask you guys. So I was like getting people's opinions on this. When you have a horse that's kind of a career maiden, like Loki's Lightning's been a little bit, do you give him like X amount of races before you just give up on the horse? Like I had an old guy that always used to tell me that once they were 0 for 10, he was never betting them again. But
I mean, that's pretty fair.
I want to see if I want to see if they're getting bet. Basically,
yeah. If you look
that's the
at
only
Loki's
way.
Lightning's PPs, I mean, they were dropped all the way down to an 8K claimer, and finished third, and then they went back up, or no, they continued on the 8K, finished fourth, and then they went back up to Charlestown, and they're not finishing bad. Like, they're finishing in the money, like somewhat consistently, or at least in the superfecta.
yeah, I've found with like horses like that, sometimes if you can get them in the right spot, because usually those horses that are a little more seasoned, they know how to run, they know how to race. At least they're just usually not very good. But sometimes if you get them in the right spot, I've been able to get pretty decent prices on horses that are at least logical to hit the board, and sometimes they get it done. So that's kind of
Barbara Road and Red Route 1. I guess the difference with Red Route 1 is he's actually won some stakes, so he's not a career maiden. Yeah, no, I don't usually give up on a horse. If it's a 8-year-old gelding and they're on a 30 race losing streak, then that's when it's like, I mean, you're gonna get the price you want on them if they win.
You are. I would say, yeah, you not giving up on a horse. That rings pretty true, right? You're the president of the Barber Road fan club, right? So bet that horse every
all the way up until he retired, and he left on a loss, so it does kind of hurt me a little on the inside, but at least I got to pet him goodbye. So
that's cool.
I had
to see him around just a pony.
I had that horse on the tickets a few times, so definitely was alive to him in some multi-race wagers a few times. So if he could have connected on one,
you can't leave him off. It's again just like Red Route 1. You can't leave him off because he runs fourth. Oh my God, a win! Like,
yeah.
So John Denver Land, aka Chucktown. Yes. I actually really like Charlestown. I just don't like how sometimes there's extra 10 minutes between races when there does not need to be.
Yeah, they've kind of taken the Gulfstream mantle there for post-time drag, it seems like.
Yeah, delay. Well, they have the camera on the paddock.
I like it when I'm busy betting other tracks. Then I appreciate it.
Oh, that's fair.
Right?
We can't show the race, by the way, anyone who is watching, but they currently have the camera on the paddock. Checking the saddle on the one, and boy, Loki's Lightning is gorgeous, beautiful gray. Pedlo, when does Remington?
By the way, I have under 1.5 in the first period, but I think after that right now we only have 3 shots in this game. Eventually this thing's gonna get nuts. I'm really big on a live bet going into the third period if the wrong team is down 1 goal. I mean, you can bet over 2 goals in the third period if the wrong team's down and either they're going to tie it up and now we're going to overtime and you get that second goal, or the other team could get 2 empty netters to tie it up. So I really like betting that last 2. So let's pay attention to that. But anyways, Remington opens, I think, around middle of August.
Okay, because the Oklahoma Derby is somewhere around then. Is that? It's not opening weekend, is it? No.
No, but it's early. It's like September 21st, maybe a month in, something like that. That's when
I'm really hoping I can go, but
that's when
I know for sure I'm going to the skateboard.
I got Shoddy to take a shot with me, so I feel like a winner.
And with Aaron, and with Papa Dude, and with Davey.
Yeah, and was that the night we hit the trifecta or no?
No, that was when Davey hit that $900 superfecta.
That's right. That's what it
That
was.
was, yeah. Springboard Mile is when you picked the third place horse, I picked the second place, and Davey picked the first for the try.
Yeah.
First, yeah. Jeff asked a good question here. Do you guys feel like these horses are getting retired too early? Now, do you mean like this level, Jeff, or do you mean just horse like the superstars entirely? So like thinking this year's crop or last year's crop, a lot of the good ones like Forte and all of them kind of retired quickly.
Hey, real quick, that if you look at the probables, this 8 in the next race is getting bet in the probables, the double probables. If you go,
let's take a look.
No, it's the 6. Never mind.
I was gonna say no more mask. Interesting.
7. No.
Well, when we get to race 5, the 6 is my pick on top, but we will get there when we get there.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. So my thoughts are, it is really disappointing when a horse at 3 years old is doing great, and for the, they'll get a small injury that normally, you'd come back, but instead they just retire because they have a G1 under their belt. I really don't like that. And if a horse has a chronic injury issue, I really don't like the fact that they're getting, they're spreading their genes around the gene pool if they have leg issues or hoof issues. But that's my personal opinion.
No, I agree with that. I've got a lot of thoughts on it, but I'll try and keep it condensed. My thoughts on the whole topic, but I think it's a major problem. I think it hurts the sport, right? I think really for any kind of horse or any kind of sport, really, you've got to have superstars, right? That's what draws in fans. And even my friends that I've taken to the track, I've probably introduced 20, 30 people that just friends or coworkers of mine or whatever that I've gotten to the track. The horses they always want to talk to me about that they remember betting on are California Chrome and Gunrunner. These horses that kind of stuck around for a long time and had great careers.
Yeah,
I think people, even Flightline, right? You didn't even really get time to kind of build up a fan base outside of us, outside of the people that bet the sport and follow it every day. And that's a horse that should have been a superstar, really, from a talent level standpoint. I know he had some physical issues probably, and horses like that run huge numbers every time kind of do. But I think the Triple Crown series does a good job of kind of building stars or getting horses exposed to the public, and then we retire them way too soon. So,
well, and my biggest one is you think of Justify. Like, did they have a physical reason to retire him other than the fact that he won the Triple Crown? Like, he didn't even try to go for the Grand Slam like American Pharoah did, which. In the end, he's turning out to be a really good sire, so maybe they didn't want to risk him getting injured. So,
and even American Pharoah, so that's a good point. So, like American Pharoah, even running through the Breeders' Cup that year, a good friend of mine who's kind of a casual bettor, but likes to go to the OTB and drink a few beers. That year for Breeders' Cup, he even hit me up. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing for Breeders' Cup? I heard American Pharoah is running. Like, I want to go watch the race somewhere." So.
That's an easy lock there.
So you have OTBs where you're at, huh?
Yeah.
Curtis? Nice.
Yeah. So we've got a really nice one in downtown Indy that they've got. So it's funny, they've got a VIP room, and that's where we always used to go. So that was like where we would go pregame because they had the cheapest beer in town. They would lose money on the beer because they would just get people in the bet. So in the early 20s, we'd always go to the OTB. And so that's why I got love for these, Charlestown, Remington, some of these night tracks. We would just sit there, go drink beers, bet a few horses for a couple hours until we went to the bars.
All right. I did want to call out, I am posting a link to the Discord, the Racing Dudes Discord, encouraging any of you to join if you have not already, so you can get the inside scoop on why you should bet Dornoch. Could have scored like most people in the Discord. They knew that Curtis would not give up on him, and he would eventually win. And when he did,
Dornoch made sense too. I mean,
he did because it was a speed favoring track. Like I'll
tell you what, the one horse that closed was a single. The Oilers just scored. The one horse that closed was a single earlier for me. I should have won 67 grand, but instead I did a pick 4 instead of a pick 5 and won 4 grand. But he's the only horse that closed. I think his name was like Chubb or Churry or something like that. And as soon as he's closed, I got all over Sierra Leone, and then nobody else could do it.
Nope. Well, I had 2. So Curtis, was telling me, obviously he's very well known of knowing, liking Dornoch. And then I had another friend of the dude's, Dan. He was like, I think he's going to wire the field. And those two respect both those opinions. So I had to throw him in on everything. And
yeah. I had Dornoch on pick 4, but I couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's funny because I've been a fan of the horse and had futures on him, but I thought I get it, it wasn't a huge number, whatever number you look at. But going back to his rims, and I thought that was the most visually impressive race in terms of what he had to overcome as a 2-year-old, where he bounces off the rail, then battles back to beat Sierra Leone, who's been top of the crop. I thought anyway, pretty much the whole time. So, but yeah, once the track started going speed. I really started moving Dornoch up, and I know there's been some talk about a tattoo. We will discuss that at the Breeders' Cup in terms of the Racing Dudes logo going on my body.
Tell me it's going on your rear end. That's all I care about.
That's the only place that's available for sponsorship. If I was a car,
So inner thigh is not an option, Curtis.
No.
No.
The future fiance might not like that.
Yeah. There might be another permanent life-changing decision in the works, but
good for you. Hey,
Aaron, Jared, how do you feel about your faces being in his inner thigh? Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's what it would almost be salt in the wound for the guys because they didn't win on it. Like at least if they won on it, it's a funny joke. It's an inside joke, but they lost. So it's like
good point.
It's the world's biggest victory lap, So I don't know that I want to taunt the guys like that.
We are 0 minutes post to race.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew what I was looking for. I always watch these horses going in the paddock, and I ask my friends, over and over again what to look for. And people that know horses know what to look for, and I don't. I mean, what do you look for when you're in the paddock? Shotty, you know horses pretty well, right? I mean, like, are we looking at one guy said, hey, if their hooves overlap each other while they're walking, they can run a long distance. And Bob Baffert, you taught him that's something you look for. I mean, like, I don't get it. I don't know what to look for other than they all look good to me because they're huge and muscular.
I like to look for dappling, like in their coat. Like if their coat looks nice. I stood with Curtis at Keeneland, and there were some horses that were walking by that ended up winning. I was like, wow, that horse looks like they're ready and they're healthy.
Yeah.
They're not sweaty. I know some horses, that's what they do. They get sweaty, but if it's a relatively mild day and they are frothy, like I immediately know. If they're acting anxious in the paddock, that could also just be the horse. So you kind of need to know the horse's attitude, because if the horse is just wild in the paddock and they're always wild in the paddock and they end up winning, well, that's just the horse. But if they're usually quiet and then they're like fractious at the gate, I say that, and if you remember, well, I know Curtis remembers this, but when Sierra Leone won the Bluegrass, he did not want to get in that gate, which was not normal with him, and he ended up, doing fine. But I was nervous watching that happen. I thought they were going to scratch that horse because he would not load the gate. But physically, if the horse is dappled, I'm sold. It's kind of harder to tell on a gray horse, but
yeah,
a gray horse. Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for horses that are calm in the paddock. They kind of look like they have their mind on business, walking around with a cool demeanor, and especially if they look defined, if they're kind of chiseled up and, and they got an athletic looking gait. Just kind of watching how they move. I always throw those horses on the ticket. And I know when Shotty and I were at Keeneland, I like to look at the horses before they put the saddle cloths on, and they're kind of walking around. So that way you kind of try to take the bias out of it just to see like visually which one I think looks the most impressive. Now, sometimes that gets you on a 40-1 that looks nice but runs up the track, and you go, "Oh, it looks like his form." So
that's why. Why.
Yeah, but it's easy to see
that. What are the chances my 6 runs dead last year? Pretty good, right?
Oh, well, we'll see. They are loading into the gate right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose on this deal.
I did
key box it. I did key box the 6 with the 2-7.
So you're key boxing the 6 with the 2-7.
Yeah, it's $4. I did it 3 times. Right. Let's get the 6 to second, so that way the ticket's still alive. Right?
All right. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. The ticket's alive.
Yeah. Oilers to score in all periods is plus 125 right now, everybody.
Oh, wow. All right, they're in the gate. I will try to be as best caller as I can. I don't know how far ahead I'll be of you guys or if you're ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm not a horse caller.
Yeah,
I'm not either, but
you get 15 yards for being
all
a
right,
horse
they're
caller.
off. Ooh, 4 took a little stumble at the start there. Looks like the 7, Loki's Lightning, is going to take the lead starting out. The 1, Maltese Rose, is in second, but here comes the 4 and the 2 to kind of round out that front pack. The 6, Lady Tourist, and then the 5, Sugar Mama, is at the rear of the field. Loki's Lightning seems to be cruising along up front. The first quarter is 23-7. Maltese Rose is making their way up to their haunches. Diamonds, sorry, my my stream buffered. Maltese Rose is kind of at the withers of Loki's Lightning right now. The half was in 48-20. The Senza Fine, the 4, is kind of dropping out of it here. The 2, Diamonds Cabaret, is making their move on the far turn. Let's see what this last time here is going to be.
48-2.
Yeah, that was the half. The 3 quarters is 114-2. Looks like the 1 and the 2 are going to be battling. Wow. All right, the 2 is just going to say see ya and took off around that last 3rd quarter. All right. So we got the 2 in. Yay.
There we go.
We alive. That's all that matters.
I am so far behind you. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm watching what I thought was a live stream, and I'm not watching live. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, it's going to come in 217, I believe. I did not see who got 4th.
Yeah. I can promise you the 6 didn't.
Well, you don't know. The 4 was dropping out of it pretty quickly.
Yeah. We're all good.
So we'll see. Well, final odds of 4-5, so kind of chalky to start off the group ticket, but it just takes 1, and I'm hoping that 1 comes in that last leg and we're still alive. It came in 2-1-7-4, so yeah, the longer shots didn't make the superfecta there, but that's okay.
Man, that 2 was just bet so much in these pools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought he was just kind of turning his wheels there for a little bit on the turn. It didn't look like he got much ground, and then in the stretch, he just put the 1 away. And that short.
Yeah, just took off.
Didn't think he was going to get there, but
yeah.
All right, we alive.
I thought the 7 was getting a good price at 6-1, and then not so much. Like Jeff said.
Yeah, Johnny's right. The 4 did stumble out the gate. Good speed, but just, they couldn't overcome that. All right, going into race 5. I have, of course, another favorite on top. at the moment, current favorite. The number 6, which let me pull the race up so I can know names. Waterloo Rose, current 9-5 favorite. Jeff, you know, you paid for a hot dog and a handshake for $1. Yeah.
Hey, better what you could have got in the alley, buddy.
On Discord, I asked people some questions that we should answer, and Johnny said that we should give our top 3 sandwiches, but with clarification that hot dogs are not a sandwich, which I disagree. But going into race 5, do you guys want to talk about race 5 right now, or when it gets closer to post time, maybe?
He said yes. Oh, he's starting the conversation. There it is. There it is.
I'll say this with this race: if Waterloo Rose wins, she came from 13 lengths out of it last time to win on a boring track. So if she's going to win, if we're going to get the chalk home here, it's going to be interesting. At least I'll sign up for that.
Yeah, we did kind of go with the 2 favorites here in a field of 9, which could be dangerous. The other horse we used here in the pick 5 is the number 7, Rock Rose, who at the moment, it's kind of volatile after a race, but at the moment is now the 6-5 favorite. But that's going to change. We'll get closer to race time.
Let's see.
I
like the 2, and the fact that he's 2-1 right now kind of really scares me. I had the 2 early, but 2-1, and he's 3rd in the Will Pays in the pick 3, and 3rd in the doubles. I mean, he's no longer going to be 8-1. I bet he gets closer to 4-1 though.
Yeah, my top 4 in order were 6, 7, 9, 2. So I had the 2, as a possible in the trifecta potentially.
Yeah. This trainer after he won the last race is 26%. Raymond Ginter Jr.
Wow.
So
and he owns the horse.
So the best way to be able to drug a horse, or give a horse a good juice, like apple, orange, is if you own it, because then you don't have to explain it to anybody.
Yeah, so this will be 6.5 furlongs for fillies and mares, 3 or older. A note that I kind of had for this race, I like the 6 a lot here. The rider, Santiago, 100% win rate riding on this horse. We'll see if that continues. I really think this is going to be a fast pace, and I think the 6 has the greatest closing speed. Kind of like the last race with the 2. They had the best closing speed figures, and they did just that. So I'm kind of going to continue with that pace theory that the 6 will be able to close into whatever pace is set up here, because I think the 4, 5, 7, 8 are going to go to the lead and maybe make it a little hot.
So this, I'm thinking here's my try. I'm going to go 2-7, 2-7, 8-5.
Ooh, you're tossing the 6 out entirely.
Yeah, we got to make some money today, right? So
that's
the
true.
8, all the 8s, the last 4 races for the 8 have been over 22,000, and he won one of them at Laurel. So give me that. That's my purpose. There we go. And I'm kicking the 6 out because I just don't want to bet it. Curtis can agree with that, right?
What was that try again?
2-7, 2-7, 8-5.
Okay, 2-7, 2-7, 5-8.
Yeah, I do like that because you get the speed there, right? Especially with the 5 with another speed horse, and we just saw in that last race. Even when speed fades on this track, it doesn't really fade that bad. You don't have a long stretch to drop out of it. So, hey, you get a horse, like I said, Waterloo's Rose might be 10, 12 lengths out of it in a 6.5 furlong race. And
what if something happens?
Yeah.
It might as well make
It's
some
true.
money on it.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Yeah.
cost. What is it going to cost? Probably $4. I didn't put it in yet.
That's the kind of risk reward I like.
Yeah. I mean,
So, Johnny-
you only win 20%, 25% of the time in horse racing. You might as well make sure you win 4x or 10x after.
Johnny, I did have the 5 on this ticket at one point, the pick 5 ticket, but it was getting a little up there that I wanted to spend at Charlestown because for all we know, this is going to chalk out. I say that, and maybe a 60-1 comes in here now, but I definitely liked the 5's value to a ticket.
Yeah.
Also with the 8, I will say this: we were talking about trainer-owner combo. So the trainer owns the horse, and he claimed it for $5,000 at Laurel back in March, and then he's running it protected here. Like you said, huge class drop though coming in here. So compared to the last two, but I mean, after he claimed the horse for 5, he ran the horse for 8. 12 days later, and the horse won by 2 lengths. So I think he's got.
So that brings up the best question, right? So it's like, hey, I bought the horse for X. I made some money on the horse. Now what am I going to take him out of his comfort zone because I have to, or because I've already made the money? Is he up for claim?
No, he's protected here.
All right. So yeah, I do. I like the 8. It was only $4. It was only $4. It was only $4 for a $1 try.
Yeah.
Put the 5-8 in second for 50 cents more and just make it a $6 bet.
Cool. I think I'm going to tail you here, but I'm also going to add the 6 on first, second, third. So just for giggles.
Well, yeah.
That's a $24 bet at $1. So
yeah, there we go.
All right, so I'm going to retype that in. So you're doing 2-7 over.
I did 2-7, 2-7, 5-8 for $1. That was $4, and then
excuse me,
2-7, 5-8, 2-7, 50 cents was an extra deal. I'd do it, and do it however many times you want, guys. I mean, if your bankroll lets you put it more, do it. The 8's not the 6 won't get there. Come on, let's beat it.
Your bankroll or your impulses. So we were talking about, I like betting Remington Park. Usually during the wintertime, I go up. I've got a American Legion down the road, and they've got all the sports channels decked out, man. So they'll put TVG on for me when I go in there late at night. So I'll be having some beers and betting some Remington.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, man, it's nice. So sometimes those 8 or 10,000 claimers, I have a little more on it than you'd want to, but
or should.
Yeah.
Or should. So how much time we have? So one of my buddies, he's got a horse running. They're in Vegas and they've got a horse running, and he knows that this horse is this was probably a couple of years back. He knows that this horse is really good coming off the layoff, and this other guy's kind of new and he's just jacked up and he's got a little cash in his pocket. And so he's like, he tells me, he says, man, my horse is going to run really good off the layoff. You should bet it. And this horse is like 7-8 to 1. He goes up right before he bets the horse. The guy comes back. All of a sudden, the price is like 2 to 5, 3 to 5. And the horse runs and he wins. He goes, everybody's excited. He's like, what the heck happened? He goes, how much did you bet on that horse? He said, $5,000. He goes, there's only $10,000 in the whole pot, bud. Like you would have made more money had you just bet like $500. So,
right, man.
That was great.
So, what's everyone's drink of poison tonight? It's Friday night.
I've just got some old trusty Bud Lights here, so nothing too crazy.
All right.
I've got to rehydrate after the Kenny Chesney concert last night. So we broke out the whiskey, got a little bit on the harder side last night, hung out with Jack and Jim for a little bit last night, if you will. So.
Yeah, when I was messaging you if you wanted to do this, you were like, yeah, I'll just say yes to anything at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Jack
going
and
crazy. Coke. Yeah. I'm going crazy, and I'm doing Patron and Red Bull. My heart,
Yeah.
but it's so good.
Yeah, you're about to be pumped up.
Patron and Red Bull? What is that? Tell me you
I
at
just
least
had
put some pineapple in that.
No. Just had what I had
Wow.
on me, okay?
Shoddy. That's
I don't have a
impressive.
problem.
Hey, you don't have a problem. Not yet. Wait till that Patron and Red Bull hit. Wait till you try to sleep some tonight.
Hopefully by race 8, we're gonna be like cashing a ticket. So we'll be
We're
partying.
gonna be cashing a ticket for sure. Dude, Patron and Red Bull. What's that taste like?
It just tastes like Red Bull.
Yeah.
I don't even taste the tequila.
That's the scary part, right?
Yeah. It is kind of watered down with ice, so
I got another piece of advice here. If anybody could get their hands on some Cabo Wabo, you do Cabo Wabo and Diet Sprite with 2 limes. Any number you want, you'll get through it. It doesn't matter.
Drink of champions.
It is.
Yeah, chat. So what?
You'll make it.
Rob, are you drinking from the bottle? Oh God, yeah, I got a bottle of Lunazol. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Johnny's drinking some Tito's Lime. Yeah, so we got some mixed drinks going here.
Tito's Lime and Club. That's also the Miss Manlow. That's what she likes. Every time we go to the bar, that's her drink.
Is what?
Drink of
the Tito's Lime and Club soda.
Yeah.
It's a good drink.
That's how you lose. That's how you lose 15 pounds if you need to, right?
Hey, yeah, and you know what she figured out? She gets those.
As long as you don't hit up Whataburger after, you're good.
We back in college, we used to have like those flavoring packets. You know, when you could only get like a half gallon of like vodka for $8, and we would just mix the flavoring packets in there. She does that with the Tito's. Puts the flavoring packets in there. It tastes like a Hawaiian Punch, man. It's it gets dangerous.
You put some of the Mio in there or something?
Yeah, Mio. She actually has like, she found these. I don't know where she got them, but she has like Starburst ones. Like they have like Starburst flavoring packets and some other odd stuff that she's found. But
sounds like a combo. Yeah. And
Jeff's
on it today. What is Jeff drinking? I need to know what Jeff's drinking. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. Come on.
Johnny is a pro here. Hydro packets. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I was on. I had a couple vodka purple Gatorades with a little bit of Sprite at the course all day. Not all day, but maybe a little while. All right, we got 30 more seconds till the under in the first period hits.
All right.
I would guess Aaron was on that, but I'm not sure.
I don't know exactly. I think is
today.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. Sorry, Aaron.
We're a bunch of donks, I guess.
Yeah, Johnny, you've been drinking it all day, but you don't seem like it.
Yeah, Johnny, give me something. Bring something hot. Come on now.
So I wanted to talk about some of the races that are happening this weekend. The Ohio Derby, kind of the beginnings of the Midsummer Derbies here. There's the big, heavy favorite of Catching Freedom. I already kind of know Curtis's pick, but Pedlo, have you kind of looked at it at all?
I'm looking at it right now. Saturday, right? Okay.
Yeah, Saturday.
Thistledown Race 13.
Oh, it's Thistledown. Why did I think it was Canterbury? Where's Canterbury? Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota, yeah.
Hey, they had some stakes races too, apparently. Just FYI, in case anybody was bored.
That's what Jeff's drinking. Beefeater mixed fresh hot dog water. Hot dog water.
That's like the name of a Limp Bizkit album.
It sounds like someone who said they wanted a Reuben hold the pickle earlier. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I did see that one.
I can get this pulled up real quick as well.
Ohio Derby. Golly, man. Unfortunately, I'm probably chalking out too. What? Gould's Gold. Everybody's talking about batting down. So, I mean, what if Copper pulls it off?
I mean, I've seen people picking him. I did want to mention something about batting down. His morning line being 8-1, is that not insane?
Yeah,
there's no other.
It's not going to hold.
There's not a lot of other strong pace in the race, I don't think. A couple cheap speed horses, but he was kind of a hype horse if he would have ran into Belmont. Like, I thought people liked that horse a little bit when it looked like he might go there, and then 8-1 seemed short. 8-1
he probably would have ran Dornoch dead at least.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't go.
Yeah, right. I love that. Right, that's the only answer.
When I saw he didn't go, when I saw he wasn't going to go there, I was like, oh man, let's go. But the beautiful thing to circle back to the Dornoch thing, the funny thing about it is all my Dornoch bets were basically paid for when Arthur's Ride won the second race on Friday. So I had hammered Arthur's Ride, who actually I needed for big money on Oaks Day. And then he came up on the wet track, just didn't run well. I was like, I'm going to give this horse another chance. And then, he won by length. So that's a horse I'm excited to watch the rest of the year. But Ohio Derby, unfortunately, I am on batting down. That's kind of where I've landed. Seems like everybody else is there. It's just, give me front runners on this track. It's kind of got that weird stretch. And I don't, like I said, I just don't like any of the other speed horses that are in the race. I don't think there's anybody that's really going to run him out on the front end if he goes. I am intrigued that Louis Saez, one of my favorite jockeys, riding Catching Freedom. So did give it a couple looks there, but I kind of wonder too with Catching Freedom. He's kind of one of those. Is he just one of those horses that's going to get second and third every time? Like just be a late running second.
Hey. Well, it was a couple of years ago when I forgot which horse it was. He was always going to run right behind maybe Mandaloon. There was a horse that always ran right behind Mandaloon in these big races. I feel like that was it. I gotta remember what it was, but he always ran right behind him. Trying to remember.
Was it Midnight Bourbon?
Yeah,
no,
it might have been Midnight Bourbon.
Was it?
I'll look it up. I'm on the two a little bit. Gould's Gold could run with him or just sit right behind him. And maybe he has first run. And those two, that little combo, they've kind of done all right this year.
A horse that I kind of – go ahead.
I was going to say the only thing I kind of worry about with Gould's Gold, which he finished up in the Bathhouse Row at Oaklawn, but I kind of thought he hit the wall at Pimlico right there when Corporate Power got him at the end. I was on Corporate Power though. That was my biggest bet of Preakness Day. So I'm happy it happened. Then they had the inquiry. I kind of worry if he's maybe a horse he hits the front end and kind of stops. His wins or his win in the maiden race was one where he just got there, won by a head, coming late. So I don't know. You can go about any way in this race, and I'm not gonna try and talk you off anybody. Not a fan of Uncle Heavy though. I'm not on Uncle Heavy whatsoever. I've never really liked that.
Well, that's a shame because that's a horse that I have interest in.
Why not? Why not? I like it.
Oh, there's other people here.
What's up, Shouty? What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, y'all?
You get that first period under? Did you get that first period under?
Yeah, first period's over.
No, did you get the under?
No, I just bet the Panthers, and that was a terrible period for the Panthers. Got shot out 11-2. Got outshot 11-2. Just terrible.
Yeah, that was bad. Is that going to continue or no?
I fucking hope not, but probably since I bet them.
Yeah, good answer.
So what are y'all talking about right now? We just we crashed the party.
They were just letting me know what happened in the Belmont Stakes. I was at a Hootie and the Blowfish concert that night and missed the result.
And now he's going to kick you out of here.
Now we're in great shape. I would never do that to you, buddy. So we're still talking about Dornoch or Dornick as as Jared would say.
Knock.
We were talking about the Ohio Derby a little bit, but
yeah. So who you guys like? I missed it. Who you guys like?
Hey, it was Hot Rod Charlie who was always right there. Hot
okay.
Rod Charlie.
Yeah.
I think Pedlo, you said you liked Catching Freedom.
No.
Copper
I like
Tax.
Copper Tax or yeah, Copper Tax. I think might do.
Or Goods Gold.
And Curtis likes Batten Down. Correct?
I'm on Batten Down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Batten Down definitely is. If you believe in the last race, you probably think he's winning this race, right? And I think at 8, Curtis, I'll ask you. I don't know if he's going to be 8-1 though. That's the key.
No way.
I said that too. I was like, "There's no way that he's going to be 8-1." I think you could flip maybe him and Gold's Gold. Like I think he might even be less than 5-1.
Yeah.
He's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he might not be 7-2 like Copper Tax is, and maybe Copper Tax is 5-1 and Gold's 8-1. Like I could see that happening as well. So, I think the one key is like Catching Freedom's what 7-5, 6-5, sure. Probably. Yeah, easily. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't want to bet the favorite, that's certainly the play. There's no doubt.
I just thought Batten Down had a huge pace advantage, at least on paper. So
seems it, doesn't it? Like he's a type, right, where if he can run that last race, it seems like he might be by himself. But if he runs like his race 2-back or 3-back, it's like, what, who is he exactly? I guess what I'm trying to say, because he does kind of have Tass's vibes a little bit where he's like, he's weird. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Let me ask you
What's the track profile for Thistledown? Do you want to be up front? Is it just a bull ring or what?
When you go 2 turns, you can win from anywhere, in my opinion. When you're going 1 turn, I'd want to be up front. 2 turns, it kind of evens out, in my opinion, just a little bit. So,
hey Curtis, you're picking Batten Down, right?
Yeah.
So I like that pick too. I don't mind it. I feel like it's logically 1 of 2 horses, probably, right, coming into this. My question for you is this: if Batten Down wins, do you predict him to win off? And if so, like, where do you see his rest of his year going from here?
Great question.
Honestly, with that, no idea. I'm kind of one of those one race at a time type of people where we'll see what happens here and then we'll take it from there. I think, I could see really, hate to go back to it, but I could see kind of like a Belmont finish here where he just kind of hangs, like what we saw in the Belmont, where he just gets an easy lead and kind of hangs on. And Catching Freedom, you could say, maybe he's the better horse. It just doesn't get there. So I don't know. I'd be interested to see how he does here. I think he could be a really nice, grade 3 horse. I don't think he's grade 1 from what I've seen so far. Ironically, I would not have been on him probably if he were to run in the Belmont, just because I thought the maiden special weight race that he won last time's kind of come up weak, and I thought that Churchill Downs track was souped up. And so that time's a little bit of fool's gold, if you will, but I just think, I'm kind of more of a pace handicapper than anything. And not that there's a track bias, I think, going into Thistledown, but I just thought everybody else that was in that race was cheap speed, except for him. So if you have a horse that I'm fairly confident is going to be in the lead mid-stretch, I'll take my chances, especially if he's a longer odds.
Good answer.
Yeah, no, definitely. It does kind of feel like the kind of the race where it's like if Batten Down's ahead, you do kind of know there's only one horse that's really like real serious coming from the back, right? So if he can kind of dispose of, say, the horses that are sitting in the 2, 3, 4 spots, or if he's in the 2 spot, the 1, 3, 4 spot, you kind of know then if he disposes of them, he's got to hold down Catching Freedom, basically. So, yeah, no, I'm with you.
Who was that horse that ran at Thistledown and looked like Secretariat for like, it was 2 years ago, and this horse just won every race he wanted to at Thistledown.
He was an Ohio bred too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was amazing.
Yes, he was named shit. You guys keep.
That wasn't his name.
You guys keep. No, he wasn't named shit. But you guys keep talking. I remember him.
He turned into it pretty quick.
Yeah.
They are approaching the gate at Charlestown.
He couldn't run off Lasix. They took him off the Lasix, and I think he just pretty much folded every time. I know the horse you're talking about, though.
Yeah, I was actually with Kelby, and he was like, "Damn, that looks like an actual good horse there at Thistle." And then like I said, he did go backwards. Shit, I can't think of his name.
Can we look it up?
They took him.
Yeah, no, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
You guys do your shit there, and I'll look it up.
They took him off the frog juice.
For the group ticket to stay alive, we need a 6 and 7 this race. But Pedlo also has this try that's up on the screen. He's playing for $1, but
are they about to go off, Shotty?
Yeah, they're loading, so you probably have
cool.
like a
I'll
minute
turn it over.
maybe.
Yeah, I'll turn it over.
I have a thing I like to say, and it's a letter, and it says the fave. It's between G and E, the fave. Yeah. You have to do some math there. I was told there would be no math.
And
What?
E, the fave.
Yep.
We're not that
Right.
smart, dude. You're gonna have to help us out on this.
Hold on a second. Pedlo.
Pedlo, where's Book Out, Pedlo? Where's Book Out? We need to talk.
Hey,
about
I didn't tell him I was here. I didn't want him to roast me the whole dang time.
Well, I don't blame you there. So who do we need here, Shotty? They're about to go. So who do we need?
6, 7. They're all in the gate.
Pedlo, what do you need?
Don't say between
272758.
It's
Get
on
up,
the
dude.
screen. That's the try that he's playing.
Oh, look at the screen. Let's get up 2. Come on, 2.
Oh,
Do it for
fine.
Pedlo. One time.
One time. Yeah.
Okay.
I need some.
But the group ticket.
You guys are
Look
so
at it.
far ahead of me. It's
All
ridiculous.
right, they are off.
You're off.
I'm gonna let Aaron call this one.
Look at Mr. Manlow. He's got the Ole Miss hat on. Trolling tonight. All right, 7 Rock Rose is up ahead right now. Boca Chica has sent this horse right to the front, like a lot of Ferrier runners. So the 7 we got about a 3-length lead on the turn. So about 4 now, 4 or 5. So yeah,
They're going.
Rock
Well, that helps
Rose
6.
takes them on the turn ahead. 23-4, the opening quarter. So we'll see if.
Looks like that horse from Thistle Downs we were talking about.
Yeah, that unnamed horse we're trying to remember. That's him, right?
Yeah.
Well, the 2 is
Oh, look at
coming
this.
up.
The 2 flat discount. Here comes Pedlo's bomb coming up here.
Well, it was a
boy.
bomb. Now he's a freaking 3-1.
Well, Ped, they all heard you. Oh,
Yeah.
That's probably Book Out.
Yeah.
That's Book Out money, Pedlo.
I'm
know,
sure
all-
they listen. I'm sure they
All
listen.
272 people watching. We've
Yeah.
increased the handle at
No,
Chucktown.
that's all Book Out money right there. 7 looks like he's going to put the 2 away a little bit though. 2's under a ride now. 7's starting to get under a ride a little bit. Still about a length and a half lead for the 7. He's still
2-horse race this second.
yeah, it's
I don't
definitely a
know.
2-horse race here.
Oh no!
7-2. The
I
2
think
flat
it's 2's
discount, trying to make it on the wrong lead. Going to switch to
Wandering
the
in
right
the middle
lead
of the
now.
Oh,
7.
Gonna be
7-2. 7-2-8. I believe that's the 8.
8.
Yeah, 7-2-8.
Hey, look,
There you go.
the try hit, and we're alive in the group ticket. We'll take it.
So can we recap? Since I've come on the air, the try and the group ticket's still alive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, guys.
That's right.
My ice was really low before I finished this drink. I got to give you some more ice. I'll be right back.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
I appreciate being honest.
Is that expected? Like, what are the rules here? I was told there was no math.
No.
Well, we can quickly run if you guys, if any of you need to get a new drink, we can run a quick
It's gonna
little
take 0 seconds. I'll be right
little
back.
video.
we're here for
Right.
we're here for at least another 5 minutes until the hockey game comes back on. So we don't need a commercial.
Okay.
Shotty, how
That's
you
fine with
doing?
me.
What are your thoughts on the Ohio? Where'd you go again? Was it Catching Freedom?
I actually had slight interest in Uncle Heavy for a long shot, but yeah, Catching Freedom is probably going to win.
Probably don't do the Uncle Heavy thing.
I'll say this: no matter how you feel about Uncle Heavy the horse, Uncle Heavy the name is one of the better. That is a great name. That feels like a John Candy movie that never got made.
I feel like
Uncle
it's a
Heavy.
terrible name and a terrible horse,
You
honestly.
think-
Yeah,
really?
just
Uncle
my
Heavy?
brutal opinion. Yeah, I don't like the name. I don't like the
I love
horse.
Uncle Heavy.
I don't like anything about it.
Uncle-
Hey,
Aaron's
hey,
such a
can
hater.
I think Uncle
That
Heavy.
sounds like a dog food name almost.
No,
Oh,
it sounds like a John Candy movie from the '80s, like a family vacation.
Ah,
Like,
that's. I
watches the
feel
kids
like
and
that's
takes them-
kind of rude to say about John Candy, though.
Oh.
Yeah, Uncle Heavy's a Chris Farley film that didn't do at the box office.
If you guys want to know the story about young Farley, I can tell it.
we're on
No,
Dudes
okay.
After Dark.
Oh, sorry.
That's a
Okay.
dude's. No.
Is that a
That's
OnlyFans?
it.
Miranda
Yeah.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Okay.
only-
Oh,
only-
wow. How much is that? Are you still running a discount?
Pedlo just suddenly reappeared. Hold on a second.
You still running a discount, bro?
20% off. Hashtag
Yeah,
doctor
yeah.
right now.
Only for 4 days. Hey, so real quick, what's the live bet we're gonna hit on this hockey game? We got plenty of time, man.
Well, listen, what are we, about 8 minutes probably away? I think I still believe in Florida, even after
Hey.
they just got, basically curb stomped the first period. I still think they're the team. I take Florida in the money line.
Florida
Hey,
to score second goal is even money almost.
Florida
Oh.
scored the second goal. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Boy, I sure
I
hope
have
that
bad
happens.
news. We did not The one got third. Not
That was
the
the
Oh.
one.
yeah.
Boo.
Boo.
What was with the one saddlecloth? It looked like, is it faded at Charlestown? That looked like the 8, did it not?
The winner?
Yeah, no, the third place
The third
horse.
I thought, yeah, I see. What
That
you're
was the
saying.
8. Yeah.
Yeah, it came in 7-2-1-9.
That's too bad.
Darn.
Coccarelli wants to know the Young Farley story.
Yeah, I
Do it.
too.
Okay, well, you can tell it if you want.
I mean,
Yeah, we
could
have
tell it.
time.
Can we tell it? Do you guys want to hear it?
Oh.
Is the
Oh
question.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
I knew that.
So the first time I met, Jared and I met Dr. Miranda. She was with some young ladies, let's call them, and they were at the bars down at Lexington. They were in McCarthy's at Lexington, right? And the young ladies with Miranda, and I want to be clear, it was not Miranda, but a couple of her friends wanted to pick up some college kids that night, right, from Kentucky to have a little
do
fun
what?
with them.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Pablo, to take them home, so to speak.
I know a song like that. Take me home tonight.
Yes.
I just want to let you. Okay. Something like that.
And honestly, that's how they picked them up. They sang that song to these college kids.
Karaoke?
Yes. Yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, somewhat.
Serenaded them.
Serenaded them, correct, Shoddy? I think that's probably the most accurate way to put it. So anyway, one of the young lads from Kentucky looked just like Chris Farley that this young lady picked up. And so Chris Farley, we called him Young Farley. He didn't really have a lot of interest in going home with her immediately. He kind of hung out with the group for a little bit. And so he's a very endearing young man. I'm sure he's a lawyer or a doctor now as we go years later into this. So that's where the legend of Young Farley. He eventually did leave the group, but it was a while. He hung out for a little bit. Yeah.
He did take her home.
He did take her home.
Close the deal
that night, not tonight, but that night.
That
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. It was fun. It was good times. Yeah, good times. Good first impression of Dr. Miranda. All of her friends picking up college chicks or college guys, I should say. College chicks would have been amazing if they picked up college. That would have been awesome.
That's a movie
I mean,
written
it's
by
a
a guy
special-
that never happened.
Yeah.
That's
You should write that movie.
that's a wow.
You're a
That's whole
screenwriter.
other
You
one.
should write it.
I'm calling it Uncle Heavy. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's fair
Full circle.
Anyway,
So,
so who you guys
Ryan,
like in the 8th?
Let's see.
And why did you bet
six.
Uncle Heavy? Well, let me tell you a story.
Yeah. We once knew this guy named Young Farley that we named him Young Farley,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So real quick,
you guys
I
talk.
guess-
Shoddy, you take over the show again.
Well, I was
At
going to
what-
ask
Can I
Ryan.
ask one question? At what point did he decide to go ahead and go with them? Was
Yeah,
it 145?
We were talking. He had
Or was
we were at a college bar, so like everybody's kind of dressed kind of nice, and he had like an old Kentucky pullover, like from the 80s. Like Pedlo and you and I probably had a Sooners one, right? And it's Wildcats across it, but it was faded.
Starter
as shit.
jacket. A starter jacket.
Starter. Yes.
Yeah,
And so,
for sure.
he kind of talked to us. Yeah, Johnny says 205, probably 202.
Last
I would
call.
say. That's probably when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, it's been a blast, but I gotta kind of take this one home now." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, see you later, buddy."
Good decision-making time frame. At
Yeah,
that point.
yeah. I think 205 when you haven't picked someone for the night, that's when the U up. Probably.
That's what I call Father's Day. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Do you agree?
I do. Now,
You're a father. Tell us.
I'm not a father, but I do have a question for you.
I was about to say, what?
Is this race the 205 race? Is this where you're just, I haven't won anything and I need to pick something here? Or is this, who do you guys like in this? This is getting closer.
Shit.
We got to talk about it for the fans out there.
I hate this race.
Well, hold on, real quick, and also it's 17 minutes to post at Charlestown, so
sorry,
like 25
sorry.
minutes. Yeah. Ryan, I guess I don't know. Why are you in Missouri?
Hey, are you watching the
By the way,
game?
Shotty,
Aaron?
good to see you. Our roommate, she's my roommate from the Breeders' Cup. So,
Bunk buddies.
Yep, good to see you there. I couldn't hear. What was that, Shotty?
I said bunk buddies.
Yes, bunk buddies. No, I'm here. I'm celebrating. I haven't seen Aaron in person for just a hangout session in 4 years since the pandemic. So I'm going to see Aaron and Jared, and this is a full on. Like tomorrow, we are going to St. Louis, I believe.
Wow,
it'll be fun. So
Are
big
you going
trip.
to East St. Louis or regular St. Louis?
You got to tell me, Aaron, because I'm learning there's quite a difference between the two.
We're gonna drop Ryan off in East St. Louis, and then we're going to regular St. Louis. Yeah,
Oh no!
we want him to get
Never
the
to be
full
seen again.
I hope you're
experience.
strapped. I hope you're strapped and covered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going to be strapped with something, Pedlo. Who knows what,
Yeah.
though, you know?
Good
Oh,
move.
actually, this is my farewell to life appearance on the show.
Might be.
I'm
Might
here,
be.
You know. So,
They have metal trash cans. I'll tell you that.
okay, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, so we're going to a Cardinals game on Sunday, and we're gonna go. I think we'll go up the Arch at some point on Saturday or Sunday.
Now they've talked about the arch, and I don't know if that's the Golden Arches at McDonald's, because like apparently you have to pay in advance and book in advance. I don't think anyone has yet to go up in this thing. So
I don't
might
think
just
you
be one
actually
or
have
two.
to
No,
do
you
that.
don't have to.
Fine.
You don't have to do that. You
don't
can
have
do
to.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You
I
see,
thought we were
because
on
I don't know
high
if I'm
alert.
gonna wind up with a McFlurry at this point. And you're like, yeah, we took you to the arch.
No, it's a real arch. Have you not? Do you not know
No,
about the
I know
arch?
the arch.
Okay,
I know
all
the
right.
arch.
Cool.
I definitely know the arch. I know. I'm excited for it for sure. The
Cool.
Cardinals game I'm excited for too, but it's going to be so hot.
It will be
It
hot.
apparently is
Yeah.
going to be ridiculously bad.
It's true.
But I'm pumped for it.
It's true.
Tell me you guys are up to date on this hockey game right now.
Yeah, I see the score.
I said Edmonton to score in each deal was plus 125 earlier.
Wow. Well, one to go.
One to go.
I'm about ready to jump off my house at this point, but hey, one to go for you.
No.
No, it's
No,
fine.
I don't. Shoot.
It looks like the
How
goalie
high,
thing.
hold on.
challenge.
How high is your house before I worry about this?
I wouldn't get hurt, honestly.
Okay, you'll be all right. Didn't you fall
I mean,
through?
you've already fallen through the
your house
ceiling.
once?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've fallen through the ceiling once. Ryan
You're
actually
still
saw
here.
the hole. Yeah.
Guys, he's not lying.
And
I
you're
walked
still
in the
here.
garage, saw where Aaron fell through the ceiling.
Yeah.
You still see it, which is quite a
Didn't patch it up. Just a reminder, so you don't fall through it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me you've been in your attic since then.
No, I've not. I had to think for a second. No, I've not. I can't. No, listen, too traumatic.
So, Christopher, there's a really if you go to Branson, Silver Dollar City is always fun. I'm surprised
Don't
you're not
tell him
taking him
that.
there.
No, it's too hot.
No,
No goal.
That's true.
They disallowed the goal.
No, you go to Table Rock Lake. You go to Table Rock Lake. You go to what's the other lake right there, Aaron? You go to Table Rock and the one Ozarks, Lake of the Ozarks.
Lake of the Ozarks.
I heard Lake of the Ozarks is a good time, but I've never been out there.
Yeah.
They're beautiful lakes. Aren't they both on rock quarries?
Yeah, they are. Lake of the Ozarks is that's loosely based on Ozarks, like the Netflix thing. It's not like that for real, but that's kind of what the Ozarks Netflix thing is based
Show.
off of.
yeah.
And then there's
All right.
just to the south, Pedlo.
Grand Lake,
Yeah, Grand Lake. Yeah,
Mhm.
so
which feeds from those two.
that's right. How about
So that's what you do in Missouri. You go to the lake. You don't watch the Tigers, and you don't die from Jason Bateman or whatever his name is.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis. There we go.
All right. So with race 6 here, do you guys kind of want to talk about who you have on top? Curtis, you want to kind of start us off?
Yeah, so usually, there's a $5,000 claimer, non-winners at 2
Mhm.
lifetime. I've got a good rule of thumb that if I can afford the horse, I usually don't bet it. So probably not going to get too crazy here in this race. But I don't know. This one's kind of tough. We got the 4 is the favorite here, London Jack. I don't know. This is it's a tough race. Usually, a lot of times at this level, I just try and bet the fastest one out of the gate and hope they don't get nailed. But that might be the 3.
I have a question.
Yeah,
I have a
I was
question
thinking-
before. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I have a question about Thistledown, so we'll table that for later.
Okay. I kind of had the 3 that could be a wire threat. So watching out for Run DMZ. Is it Run DMC almost? I actually kind of like the 5 a little bit was 3-1. The only horse that's not up for claim has the late pace numbers. I think there's a little bit of speed in this race. Of course, it's 4.5 furlong. So I mean,
I've got a horrible choice, and it's warranted for
Please
being
tell us.
second to last, which is not a bettable option today. But Mims, where is it? Mims, Mims hat trick. First of all,
boy,
Edmonton's probably going to get a hat trick before Florida scores. And then this horse gets off the gate. And I don't like any horses in here that much, especially I don't want a horse that was 7-5, and I definitely don't want a horse that hadn't run in a year. So give me a horse that's second off the layoff, can run at the beginning at 20-1. What is it right now?
21.
21-1. Why not? That's the only. I mean, like you said, Curtis.
Yeah, second off the layoff, new trainer is a little bit scary. No wins, but really no starts, hardly
Like
either
7.
as well.
Yeah.
So can't hold that against the horse. Got an out last time out, 16-1, finished 9th, but look, that's 351 days between starts. So yeah, should improve.
And his May 19th work was 2 out of 21. It's probably the other 21 horses probably are in this race. So he's already faster.
Yeah. May 19th worked there, like say 2 out of 21. Yeah. But the problem is the horse did run May 31st and finished 9th. So
yeah. Well, those horses weren't involved in that 21.
Well, exactly. Yes, they were 19 other horses.
These are different 21 horses. These are involved.
I would say I'm surprised the 4 is not the favorite. Maybe the horse does go off as the favorite.
They are projected to go off even money. The 4 is. Yeah.
I would say that's way the horse to beat. But it is a horse, if you're going to back that one, hadn't won in a long time. 1 win, 23 starts, does have 9 seconds. So it's just kind of a horse that likes to finish second. And you look at the last 3 starts, even money, finish second, 4-5, finish second, 1-5, finish second. So does have that pattern of running second, even though it looks like he should win races. So that's a little scary as well. And it looks like what is the 3? The 3's favorite right now. Yeah. So that's another one. A lot of seconds and not a lot of seconds, but a lot of races where did not run.
Hey, look at these will pays on the 4. This has got to be a head bob or a head fake, because this 4 is going to end up running off. If this 4 is anywhere near even money, you got to hit it, right?
Yeah, it looks like huge favorites in the doubles and the.
They're messing with us right now. This 4 is going to kill everybody.
Well, Ryan hasn't made his bet yet. That'll affect it for sure. And
Ryan, who you got?
I'm going to go for the 3. I like Run DMZ and I like Landon.
Really?
Do you like which song by Rum DMZ do you like though? Because I've got one and I'm not going to tell it on this.
Walk this way.
I don't think it's Run DMZ, is it?
Yeah.
Walk this way. That's Aerosmith.
No, but they did the rap. Pedlo, back me up if you know your Run DMC. Am I wrong?
Hey, I that's good. That's really good. I was mixing them up with Two Live Crew for a minute, so.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay.
I got a song I start every golf tournament with, and it's Two Live Crew, but you can't pop it here. You know what I'm saying?
Can't pop it here. I love that. That's great. This is depressing.
Hey, let's smoke this 4. Let's smoke it. Let's win. This 4 is going to be 4-5 when it goes off. Maybe even 3-5.
It says even money projected, so 1-1.
They're messing with us right now.
The 4 runs like the same kind of race every time, so it's just going to be honestly like the 4 is going to turn for home. I mean, most likely, the 4 is going to turn home for the lead, and it's just like, is there anybody good enough to catch it? And if there isn't, that'll win. I mean, that's kind of how the race goes. I mean, if you look at horses that have any kind of closing power, it's 4.5 furlongs, so there's not many that do, right? I mean, maybe the 8 has a little bit of turn of foot, but not much. So, I mean, it's his to lose. There's no doubt.
Who's getting second?
I mean,
I'll say the 5.
Who is the 7? Can the 7 get up there? Look, he beat a horse 2 races ago. Last 2 races.
He beat a horse.
Hey,
welcome to Charlestown, right?
Am I wrong? All you gotta do is beat a horse. Smoking Smitty. Could you and I make it through a Smitty workout? Hell no. So This is it. The 7.
For the group ticket or the bet share ticket, we have 3, 4, 5. So once again, kind of a little chalky, but maybe we can.
Who do you have? I'm sorry. Who do you have?
For the bet share group ticket, we have 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good luck.
My thoughts on the
We're
floor,
using.
you can't fault a guy for finishing second every now and then. So I'm willing to give him a chance.
Fucking Christ.
Ha-ha.
I mean, you're
So
doing it right.
this
You're
is the
supposed to
the
finish
live chat embodied right here.
Let's talk about finishing second for a minute. Ryan, what do you say?
I mean,
Hey, as long as you finish, I don't care.
No, there's a talent to it for sure, right? Like there is something to be said about, like, listen, he might not win, but that son of a bitch gonna find a way to be second. I promise you.
Hey,
Like, is
Hey, I don't care.
Disney movie waiting to be made on the
Yeah,
horse? Like,
I
we're
think
not gonna
so.
win the Kentucky Derby. We're finishing second.
I believe that is a
Thing,
Disney
right?
movie for sure.
That's like what Sierra Leone.
When I think of finishing second, I think of Disney for sure.
Oh, for sure,
yeah,
right?
yeah, me too. Me too.
And then at the end, they come back to Saddler, where it's like,
I
we
love
lost.
I love Fedlook. Me too.
This is the end of the movie. They come
Maybe like that Justin Timberlake group second. You know what I mean? Wasn't who were the girls in that deal? It was Justin Timberlake. It was Mandy Moore. Yeah, I think I finished second. There.
That's a natural beauty, Mandy Moore.
There you go.
A little bit, don't you
There you
think?
go.
Is that a natural beauty? Would you call that or no?
Better than Kelly. Kelly. What was her last name?
Kelly.
Is that
Kelly
a
Clarkson?
branded red solo cup, Pedlo?
Kelly.
What's that?
What was her name? Kelly. Not Kelly Pickler. What's that girl? She's
Oh.
on like American Idol or something.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. See, Mandy Moore's done better than that.
There you go.
Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, no, I would agree. I think Mandy Moore's more of a celebrity than Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
I don't know though. No, she has acting gigs and shit, right?
But have you ever been waxed on your chest and have you yelled Kelly Clarkson?
No. No, that's not a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
It's actually a movie quote. That's a movie quote.
Yeah,
You gotta
40-year-old
check it out.
virgin.
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
I don't think
Kelly Clarkson.
yeah.
Well, now you can. Now you can.
You should try that on while you're here.
On live.
The
The look of fear. There's a look of fear on Ryan's face.
Yeah, there was a little afraid there, Shoddy, because you never know what happens in Missouri stays in Missouri. So
That's
you gotta
true.
Be a little worried out here.
That's true. Yeah.
What happens
So,
in
yeah, we got-
Illinois?
You know, hey, by the
So
way,
you
I
have-
was-
East St. Louis comment there from
I
Pedlo.
was thinking like Zandon's like a horse that would like fit that. He
That
can't win
they
if
would
he
yell
can't win it
Kelly
second.
Clarkson when he
No,
gets
no.
waxed in the chest.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
thinking of finishing second there. Like, that's
Hey,
like-
because I know someone who's going to get a tattoo on his rear, and he's going to have to get waxed before it.
No, inner thigh.
Listen, guys,
Yeah.
if I come home to my wife with a
That's-
Kelly Clarkson tattoo on my rear or thigh, I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
That's why I tried to tell you Mandy Moore. I said finish second, Mandy Moore.
Yep.
To be fair, that's
Yep.
good advice.
Very good
Honestly,
advice, yeah.
They're on the track
I like
at Charlestown.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
Hey,
so
Dave. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say Curtis is gonna talk to you guys about the tattoo at Breeders' Cup, Aaron.
Yeah. Do the racing dudes have an alternate logo?
The answer should be yes.
Andy Moore.
Yeah,
You
it
get
is.
Andy Moore. That's for finishing second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, 4.5 furlongs. This is always a really exciting track. I'm glad you guys picked Charlestown tonight. It's a fun place, and
Oh,
always
did
one
you
of-
have another
Great,
option?
yeah.
Hey, can we do Royal
No,
Ascot?
not really.
I'll be in the same form.
Can we
God.
do Royal Ascot in the morning? The answer is well, you can absolutely, but I'm not.
Perfect. You have no idea how good at that track I'm not.
We should have done Churchill last night, but it was kind of no one was available.
All right. So,
Yeah,
so
Pedro,
Aaron,
so
my
we-
buddy, go ahead. Let's play.
I was like, well, you and Davey gonna do this from Toby's suite next time
Yeah, we can roll.
when we're
it.
live? Yeah.
We
What was
can
your
roll it.
question?
Thanks for the invite.
I mean, you.
Oh, you're going to be in East St. Louis. You might not make it back.
That's true. That's true. I've already called
what
Miranda.
do we do? Let's go. Do we do? What do you think, Curtis? 3-4, 3-4, 7. What? We can't use the 1. I mean, if we go 3-4, we can't use the 1. We can't use the 5. So it's 2-7.
I think, I was gonna say 2-7. I think those are your two best long shots.
I'm doing that right now. Dollar bet. It's only $4. I mean, come on, guys. What are we here for?
Are you doing a try, or what are you doing here?
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see
It's a 3-4, 3-4, 2-7 for $1 is $4. Do it a couple times. Let's finish it. It's not good. It's not. That's not good, Aaron.
I'm sorry. We have a lot riding on this.
We're talking about the hockey
Cup,
game.
and I
Yeah.
apologize. We had to look over for a second, and
Ryan pointed out the shots are 13-4. He's like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "It doesn't mean anything good for us.
I
That's
just
for
can't
sure."
believe that.
It means they're conserving energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, I'll tell you what it really means. Aaron, you ready for this?
I'm
They
ready.
just wanted to find the Oilers girl, and they wanted her to celebrate a little bit, and then they're going to pick it up here in a minute. And if
I
you
think
think
you're
I'm lying, you never finished with Mandy Moore.
There you go.
The Oilers found their Mandy Moore. That's the moral of the story. Yeah, it's a little depressing to watch this. Honestly, I think I'd rather watch a Mandy Moore like music video than this. Honestly, so
Well, you can. That's why they invented YouTube.
I know,
invented-
and I think instead of watching this show, I probably should just do that. I think honestly.
Wow.
No, okay.
Guess what? We're gonna
What?
turn this around right here on Racing Dudes. Aaron's luck's gonna change. Who we got?
Mhm.
I'm rolling with the 4. Aaron, you're going 4.
4.
4.
4.
Curtis,
I'll be on the 4. Yeah, we'll take the 4.
Pedlo,
I'm hammering the 4.
Shoddy.
I'm changing.
I'm the outlier. I like the 5. So, oh
no,
boy.
Give me the 6.
Okay, here's the deal.
I do-
We're gonna change Aaron's luck around. If the 4 or the 5 wins, because we got it, this
Okay.
game's gonna turn around too. Just
All
how
right,
the
deal.
universe is
All
gonna
right.
go.
Deal.
Okay. If the 4 or 5 wins, the Panthers will win. If anybody else wins, then they're going to get beat.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Great.
All right. So, guys,
we-
anyone watching right now, the Stanley Cup rides on this
Right.
race.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes. Yes.
The future.
But there's
of the
another
game
game after this, right?
If the Panthers lose,
if
yes.
they lose.
Okay.
They don't hope so. They don't hope so.
Yeah, they want it to be over tonight. Got it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about hockey. I just like to watch the fights. So,
Oh,
It's on ice. I'll tell you this. It's on ice. Now you know something.
okay.
Hey,
Gee, thanks.
Pedal, I got a question for you.
Okay.
The Oklahoma City like skyscraper thing, they're going to build it, right?
I don't.
How and why?
What? That's your reason why they're not going to build it.
What do you mean?
I mean,
They're going to build it.
The Devon Tower is not even full. So
Right.
if they build it, it's like, I don't know. It's to because he's got too much money. It's to hide money. It's to who knows what.
Gotcha.
It's to burn it down and take insurance. That's probably not good to say.
Ryan
So-
probably doesn't know what we're talking about. The tallest skyscraper in the United States is getting ready to be built in Oklahoma City.
I think it's the
Wild.
world.
In the world,
it's-
okay, sure.
In the world.
For nothing.
I think-
Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing going to be in
Are they
it.
building it in Tornado Alley? Is it on top of the
Hey.
Is it-
Good plan.
No,
Okay.
it's not in Moore, Oklahoma. It's in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
So I'm like, this already sounds.
I live in Moore. Oklahoma. It's not next door, I promise.
You live in Moore for real? I never knew that.
We're south of 19th Street, though, so that's the key.
Okay.
Pedlo, how many times do you like if we only had the world's biggest skyscraper here, the city would just flourish? You know?
Hey, we are the Devon Tower. I think it was Kevin Hart or somebody. They came in and they said the Devon Tower is like the biggest middle finger. All the other buildings are like right here, and then there's this guy. You know.
It's true.
That's
True.
awesome.
It's very
I
true.
love
So
that.
now, yeah. So
Now we're gonna have
I
even
did
bigger.
I did go to the biggest building in South America. I don't know if y'all know this. I've been to the Hippodrome personally. It's beautiful. beautiful and chilly. It's really hard to bet there because I kept trying to bet an exacta, and all they gave me were win place bets every single time. So you got to pay the right Uber driver to hang out with you. But the beers are only $1.50, so who cares?
So we're finally at the gate at Charlestown.
I've got an idea for a new Racing Dude show. Just put Pedlo by himself and let's let him talk about stuff. The Pedlo show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I told my
show,
brother
yeah.
to get out here with me. Told my brother to get in. He goes, I don't know anything about horses. I said, neither do I. What the hell? Hey, I did net 40 grand last year, so who knows? Even an idiot could figure it. You just got to quit betting the favorite, right? I mean, that's how it works.
A lot of the times, that is the answer. Yeah,
Unless it's
unless it's Cogburn,
Curtis
right?
agrees.
That's my guy. Oh, you, Aaron, dadgum you. Yeah, you got me there, buddy.
Somebody left off Cogburn in his all of his multis. I wonder who that would be.
I have a very strict policy.
Oh, they're off.
Here we go.
Wow, the 6 just going.
What
Straight
numbers
lead.
do you need, Shotty?
The group ticket needs 3, 4, 5, and you guys need 4, 5 for your hockey bet thing. Well, we have a 60-1 up front right now. The 6 Icy Stare, which is Aaron. You said you wanted the 6.
No, he'll fade.
Mims
Here
hat
comes 4
trick.
5.
Come on, 4. Come
Oh
on, 4.
my goodness.
5's on the outside, dude. 5's gonna go right by.
Here's the 5.
Yeah. 5's
Oh
got it.
baby, just like I called it. Oh, glorious.
Oh yeah, Shotty. And the Panthers win.
Wait, hold on. Did you say 3 4? Or did you say 4 5?
4, 5.
4, 5.
So
Oh,
whatever she picked,
okay.
and we pick.
Okay, so they're gonna win.
There you go.
Huzzah!
Good pick, Shotty.
Another man finishing second for the 4. Landon Jack.
Perfect gentleman. Gentlemen.
I feel like somebody said that.
Wow.
Hooray!
Good
Okay,
job.
so we're still alive.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Empty fucking net. He missed.
All right, let's see if I hit the superfecta here.
Hey,
I forgot that I played a superfecta. Oh, I hit the superfecta. Let's go. Okay, that's gonna be nothing.
who got fourth? Who got third and fourth?
The 3. It came in 5, 4, 1, 3.
Oh gosh, gross.
So favorite. So, whoa,
That's
wow,
all
the
right.
5 went off at 5-1. Nice.
All right, we're leaving.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Hey guys, it
Yeah.
was great
Have a good
to
one.
meet you on here.
Thanks
You guys are
for-
wonderful. Nice meeting you, Curtis and Pedlo. You guys are awesome.
Hey, good to see you, pal.
Good seeing you,
Thanks for
Shotty.
stopping in.
Well, listen,
Wish us luck.
I'm really pissed.
Hey,
Not about
Go
the race,
Cardinals.
but about the hockey.
We're gonna bring it
So,
back, guys.
we're not.
Send the
It's over.
Panthers
It's
some-
over.
No.
It's
We
over.
said if the 4 or 5 wins, you guys would win.
It doesn't matter. You guys lied, so it's over. Hold on. Wait, hold on. 1 liar, 2 liar, 3 liar, 4 liar. 4 liars on the show.
Aww.
Hey, I'm pretty honest. I'm not gonna lie.
See ya, Breeders' Cup, Ryan.
I'm just.
All right,
saying,
boys. We're
I'm
going down to
always
watch
pretty
the
honest.
game. We're going down to watch the game. We'll see you guys later.
See ya. Thanks for stopping by. I
Yeah,
appreciate
There
you.
you
Good
go.
luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Hey, the group ticket. We are alive, baby. And
Yep.
let's see.
I hated that race. I absolutely hated that race. That race scared me. I can't believe I bet on the favorite. What an idiot.
Like I said,
Oh,
man,
we got-
if you can afford the horse, it's tough to bet on him. I was at an OTB one time, and it was the guy was betting Remington, man, and this was like late at night, probably like 10.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just painting the picture, right? So we know what track he's betting. He's got the big screen up. I like betting late night Remington, but he was a bigger player that was in there in the VIP room, and he had been drinking a little bit, but he's rooting this horse home. Horse loses by a nose. I'm just shooting the shit with the guy after the race. I'm like, he's like distraught. I'm like, dude, how much did you bet on that? And he's like $3,000. I'm like, dude, you bet three. I was like, you bet $3,000 on that race? He goes, yeah. I'm like, dude, you know that you could have bought the horse for just another $2,000, right? So you gotta be.
He still made the right move. Just FYI.
That's, get the days and everything else add up, but
yeah.
All right. Well, going into this next race,
I had a buddy win $3,000 in a Costa Rica casino, and he goes, "Hey, if you win another bet like that, you're probably going to own the place. You might want to lose some of that back."
Well, going into the next race, we're 4 deep, and it's a pretty short field. We have the 2, 3, 4, 7 to stay alive. And wow, looking at the live odds, I know that's going to change as we get closer to post time, but I'm liking those odds on the 2 there.
Hey, maybe the people that hammered the 4 in the last race bet the wrong race, because it looks like the 4 is getting hammered here again too.
What are you trying to say? Because I hammered the 4 last race.
Yeah, I bet it too, but I was just saying.
I saw the dang wheel pays. I saw those wheel pays. I was like, this horse ain't losing. They're messing with us. Wow, what a sucker. Dadgum.
I'm going to go refresh my drink if you guys want to either start talking about this race, or I don't know if you guys have looked at the Chicago.
I have a question. Hey, Curtis, look at Thistledown. I want to look at Thistledown again because I've got a horse I want to know. Thistledown 11 on Saturday.
Race 11?
Yeah, race 11 on Saturday at Thistledown. And I'm not 100% sure why I've got this horse rated so high, but I mean, I kind of see why. This horse consistently runs a decent little race with 7 at 8 to 1.
That's the way.
That's the way. I mean, the 1's not a world beater, but he's double entered, right? So
yeah.
I've got some middle numbers here, which I think are like a thoroughgraph type number, but I called a number after a trainer because he's the one who told me to look at him. I kind of like the 7 a little bit. I know that he doesn't do great longer, but I
can't fault you. I can't fault you for using that thing. I mean, he's coming out of a real nice race where he just missed. Lost to Mr. Mobile, who's also in the race as well too, but they were 5 lengths ahead of third coming in. You get you know what, honestly, so I never really bet Thistledown.
People are going to look at this and say, oh, he only wins at 6, but if you look at January 22nd, he won it. He won at 8. I don't like the race at 8, by the way. I kind of like the 6 and the last one at 8, but I don't know. I kind of like him.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't bet Thistledown consistently, but I bet the Ohio Derby pretty much every year in the undercard, and I feel like you just get I feel like it's produced bombs a couple times on some of these undercard races. So you get a price. I guess the 1 has like 4 entries in this race, so it might be one of those. If you're playing a multi-race, you either play the 1 and take your 4 horses, or go elsewhere.
You got to go elsewhere, right?
Yeah, I think so. You know who I like a little bit too? The 2, Venture On.
Really? Why? Because I have that horse way down there. I want to hear this.
Yeah, so I was just looking at it. I think he's in form a little bit here. You've got came back off the layoff, right? Had the layoff from December to May. They do the 6 furlong. You kind of get a race into him, stretch him out from 6 to 8. Horse gets a closing second there a couple of weeks ago at a mile, and then comes back here, gets a little more distance. His 1 at the 1/16th, and his 7 for 10 on hitting the try at Thistledown. Only 1 win, but 7 to 10 in the money on the track. I'll take a chance. Like I said, I think you can get some shots here.
I mean, look, the trainer third off the layoff's 22%, making $1.
Yeah, I would say also too. So you come back at actually came from off the bench here back last May 23rd, came back and just won off the bench at 1 and 16th at the track against State Bred. So I think I think, for a horse that may be a longer shot there, like I said, I think you'll get some bombs somewhere in the sequence. So anything that I like at a price tomorrow is going to be on it, and I'll probably be singled to batten down in the last. So I'm just going to be wide the first three and see what I can get in the ticket.
Yeah, the only one I like is Excitement in there. I mean, I like the 9 a little bit. 2 races back. Where's the 9? 2 races back. That was in May. Won a stakes race, state bred, but he won it by 4. So, and he's
What race are we
always
talking about here?
He looks like he's always kind of there. He's only 9-2, but I think with one having 3 horses, he'll get 9-2 probably.
Yeah,
maybe 7-2 at worst.
Yeah, if all of those 1 horses run, it'll. You think that entry will probably be 4 to 5, right? Maybe less.
Yeah, at least even.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What about the 6 at all? You like the 6? That looks like could be the speed horse there.
I mean, he won both of the last 2 races.
Yeah,
we're trying to beat 3 horses that could run against each other. I mean, help each other out. So why not? The 6 makes sense.
Throw a big net and see what happens. Like I said, if you can beat the 1 here, I think you're probably going to be looking at pretty good will pays.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't see a 1 that wants to run, so they're gonna mess it up. I think you're right. The 6 might get its own lead.
Yeah,
the best horse is the 1 Excitement, and that's the only one that can get the lead, and it doesn't want the lead.
Right.
Which race are you guys talking about so I can pull it
Well,
up?
I like the 6. I'm with you.
Race 11 at Thistledown.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going 2-6. I'm going 2-6-7 in race 11. There we go. Thanks.
Yeah, 2-6-7. Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Are you guys kind of just going through your multi races for that day, ending in the Ohio Derby, I assume?
Yeah, we were just talking.
I found a horse that I liked that was over 5-1, and I was trying to figure out what else everybody liked. Because we got to beat a favorite somewhere, right? If we're going to go Catching Freedom at the end.
That's true. I mean, I'm not going to single Catching Freedom. I'm not really sure yet how I'm going to play that sequence. You guys going to be playing pick 5s?
Let's look at race 12. How much time we got?
We have 13 minutes, but in Charlestown time, it's probably more like 20. Yeah, let me get that race pulled up. You said race 12?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, OU's going to Ole Miss this year. Are you in? We're coming to the game.
I actually have Ole Miss season tickets. So, but I'm probably gonna. I don't live there, so I'm probably gonna resell most of them. I'm for sure going to the Georgia game, and then
not the OU game.
No, I just
Who wants to go to a Georgia game? Those guys, they suck.
I did tell Aaron though. I told him, I said if when I was hanging out with him at Keeneland, I told him if Dornock won the Derby, I would give him the Ole Miss OU tickets for free. So and Dornock didn't win the Derby, but
you guys didn't shake on it.
So. He did win the Belmont. He'll pay you. He'll pay you at least 500.
Oh, Curtis is very aware that he won the Belmont.
I heard he won the Belmont. Did anybody else hear that?
Oh, boy.
Hey, I want to go hang out in the Grove. I've been to the Grove, but not during a football game. So you need to go to OU game. You can go to Georgia anytime. It's the first OU game there.
Yeah, what'll happen?
We're probably going to beat you. Just FYI.
You think so?
I think Jackson Arnold's legit, man. I've told Aaron this over and over again. I think Jackson Arnold is good.
I do like Jackson Arnold a lot. That's going to be a great game because you're going to have Lane Kiffin's offense against Venable's defense, and the Ole Miss offense is loaded up this year. So
absolutely.
That's going to be a great college football game. Honestly, that should be the college game day game. I would hope that week.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this is race 12, the Lady Jacqueline Stakes. This is the race before the Ohio Derby.
All right.
I think I'm going to be going with Misty Vale here.
Yeah,
But
I see that.
there's definitely a few in here that I don't think you can single by any means. The horses are at the paddock for Charlestown, but we'll come back to Charlestown here in just a moment.
So what are you sitting on? What are you guys sitting on? So Misty Vale, I thought that Misty Vale would be. I mean, she kind of fits the spot pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got the 5-7, and then my one horse that I'm kind of hoping wins, because I will have this horse on every ticket, is the 8. I'm gonna have the 8 on the ticket.
Okay.
I know it's going longer. First time going long. Well, no, it's first time going longer. It's going longer back in 23. Didn't do very well with it. So, but at 21, I'm gonna have it on tickets. I like to lose a lot.
I mean, that's a horse though that you can make the case, right? It's gotten in a really good form here, pretty recently. So, and that's the kind of horse. Like I said, I feel like this sequence will produce something like that. So you've got a horse that seems to love Thistledown, like moves the Thistledown 2 for 2. The numbers improve big time, running over the surface. He was sired by Cupid, but a horse they paid $100,000 for out of a horse that has an $8,000 sire fee. So definitely a premium on it, and kind of looks like it's started to improve off what they thought that had potential. I kind of like the 1 a little bit here too. If they run here, I think that horse is cross entered at Gulfstream. That's the Baducada Masafi Joseph horse with Luis Saez. Only reason there, getting on the horse, I think if I have, I'm a sucker for betting Luis Saez on what I think will be lone speed horses possibly. So 12-1 morning line probably will be about that on race day. I'll take my chances if the horse can get a lone lead. I'd rather have a horse at 10-1, 12-1 with Luis Saez on the lead on my ticket than be kicking myself when they're turning for home. So.
I know why you like this one. Let's be honest. Did you see the last work?
I saw. It's got it here. I've got the form pulled up. So 47 seconds for 4 furlong.
Yeah, a bullet at PMM, and then usually Safi takes one, then does another bullet or another regular workout, not very fast, and then he wins every single time. So. Anytime Sappy has a sucker running at PMM like that, he's ready to go. That horse is ready to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say
usually it's 2 back. If it's 2 back, you better bet it.
Yeah, that's coming into like I said, it coming off the last Gulfstream race too. Kind of the same kind of setup I thought it could get here, where you get a lone lead, they just let the horse go, and then wins by 8. So.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'm already on it now. I don't even have to write it down. I'm in. I might even single that. Especially if that horse is cross-entered in Gulfstream. I will be smoking that horse if it's in Gulfstream.
Yeah, it's got it entered as what it has here in the past performances, the DRF, as being entered in Gulfstream tomorrow. So. Kind of looks like it's interesting though, because it ran a race at the beginning of May at Churchill on Oaks Day. That was that race was stir crazy, where it went off the turf and just didn't run. But maybe the horse just doesn't like the mud. That was the one time on the wet surface and just didn't do anything, and came back and ran huge at Gulfstream. So I think the horse is ready to run a big one.
Wow.
All right. Well, I'm pulling up Charlestown again. They're about 7 minutes to post. They're still circling the paddock with no riders on, though. So we're probably 10 minutes, maybe. Kind of wanted to talk about this race for the group ticket. Let me pull that up. Bloop. We need the 2, 3, 4, 7. This is a field of 7. No scratches. Where'd you guys end up on top?
Let me hold on. Let me back here.
For me personally, I ended up with the 3 on top. I just think it's gonna probably wire the field. But if the 3 somehow does not get the lead, I have interest with the 7. Let me put the right race up here. And add a stage. I'm getting quicker at it. Swipe the Castle. It's currently 7-2. Is a horse that I think it's going to be a fast pace. This is also a race.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay. I was going to say this race is also going to determine how confident I am in the next race. There's a bunch of horses in this race that their horses have raced against in the next race. So the last race is a maiden race. So kind of want to see how some of the horses do here in this field.
Yeah, I end up going with the 4 here. Just when we were talking about it a little bit earlier, there's really not many horses in this race that have the ability to even pass a horse in their form line. It seems like they're all kind of speed and fade or speed and hold. So it looks like the 4 is used to at least running out of it a little bit. You got some of these younger, a little more inexperienced horses. The 3 only it's its second time start. So get the 4 second time here against winners. Has the ability to sit off the pace a little bit. And if there's a pace meltdown, I think that's the beneficiary.
Yeah, and like I said, I think the 3 and the 7 are going to be the more likely to go up front. And if we see a fast pace, I kind of agree that the 4 is probably the one that might be able to pick up some pieces there. Now, once again, this is only 4.5 furlongs. So it's a fast race. But we saw in the last race that you don't have to be in the lead there. So maybe we'll see the 4 come from out of it.
I think you're right. I think the 7 is the has run the fastest. The 3 is a second time starter, biggest improvement possible. The 3 got hit like one time, maybe a second time in his last race. So the 3 should win this race fairly easily. If the 7's going to run with it, which has shown to not always run, but if the 7 runs with it, and I don't see why the 6, like you said, the 4. I mean, it's a bomb outside of that, right? No,
yeah. If those horses don't hold, it gets real interesting.
Yeah. So we have the 2 on the ticket as well.
Oh, we do? Okay. I like the 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, I like the 2. I mean, he's passed some horses as well, too. Just been a little out of it at times, coming from far back. So, but hey, at this level, these horses, you can kind of see just looking at the form line, there's almost no consistency. So,
yeah,
that's why I like the 3.
Yeah.
So they're in the post parade right now. So I'm taking a look at how the horses are looking. The 2 looks lovely, not sweated up. The 1 is sweaty right now.
How about the 1? It's a 7-year-old that just broke its maiden and has 9 lifetime starts.
That's wild. It's not a lot of starts at all. For a 7-year-old, that is.
Yeah, it looks like it just got to the racetrack in September of 2022. So it didn't start.
It's a late bloomer.
Yeah, it didn't start till late in the 5-year-old year.
You don't see that very often.
What bet are we going to make here? Give us a bet, Curtis.
Let's go. I say we go bombs away, right? So let's try and get something home. So I'll shoot an arrow here and see. Let's go. I'm going to go with the 4. Give me a 4 over the 3-7. And just see if
exacta.
Yep, 4 over the 3-7 exacta, and see if we can't get a speed duel and get them caught.
All right, we're going 4 over 3-7, and then who would be third? The 2 this is a jockey race, right? The 2 at 8-1.
I think put the 2 in there for third. 2, 2, 3,
okay, so
2, 7.
Okay, so we go 4 over 3-7 as our big bet. But let's have a little fun. Let's go 2-4, 2-4, 3 what 7? 3 something 7.
2-4, 2-4. Let's go.
So 2-4 over 2-3-4-7.
No, just over 2-4. 2-4, 2-4. Like our big bet is 4 over 3-7. Like I'm 5x in that.
But for
I
giggles,
want to make a try.
Okay.
You want to go 3-6 for third and just see if we get a price there?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Absolutely.
Ah, darn it.
I don't like.
So, all right, so we're doing 2-4 in first and second, and then 3-7 or 3-6-7 or 3-6. Okay. That's a $2 bet for 50 cents. I personally am going to add the 7 across on that. For me, so 50 cents will be $7.
Yeah. What if the 3 just freaked? You never know. Maybe it was a shitty race.
True. All right, for giggles, we are playing this 2-4 over 3-6. And then Curtis, yours was 4 over 3 what?
4 over 3-7.
Just there's probably so much better way to do this, but it's okay.
How much time do we have?
That's a good question. They are still warming up. It's 0 minutes to post, but again, Charlestown is going to probably be 2 minutes. 3's not looking bad on the track. They're currently 4-5.
I think the 3 is a beast. I'm just saying he couldn't. Maybe what if he's not? But the 3, I think 3. I watched the race. He barely got touched. But
yeah,
I don't know who he beat. I didn't go deep into that.
Well, for our group ticket, once again, we're looking for 2-3-4-7. So that would be awesome if this 2 could come in, especially for that try.
If we hit anybody on the group ticket other than the 3, I think we're in a pretty good spot going into the last race.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm playing a double. I'm doing a saver double with everyone we don't have on this ticket. Which, if this 1 or this 6 come in, I couldn't have gotten to the 1. I think kind of the same thing with the 6. All right, looks like they're about a minute from the gate based off of the track feed. Who do we like here in the chat? So Johnny likes the 3-7. That's the only one I see, though. Well, Johnny would like the 3-7 because he's in on this group ticket. So, all right. So I am also going to play this exacta that you have. All right.
Hey, does anybody have a trampoline under Aaron's house? Because they're up 3-0.
Oh no. Hey, that's just going to make the dramatics when they win tomorrow even better, right?
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
All right.
So my buddies, let's do this.
You know what? I might just do a key box with the 4. So if they come in second, it doesn't hurt as bad.
Hey, I'll say this: try key boxes are my favorite bet at Royal Ascot. Almost all I play.
Yes. Yes.
Those are the most
agree.
fun. But the thing I love about it too is you got to try and remember the silks of all the horses you have because you can't tell who's
Ugh.
not.
Yeah.
You gotta try and pick up the colors.
All right, they are at the gate, beginning the loading process here. Mic'd up is currently 3-5, 6-1 for Irish Wizard, 4-1 for Swiped the Castle, 8-1 for Whale of a Run, and El Pacho or Pacho, horse we didn't really talk about too much. It's currently 8-1. That's the only horse that kind of worries me for the group ticket.
Yeah,
the 5.
yeah, for sure. He's always right there.
Yeah. So kind of hoping he doesn't get lucky here. All right, they're in the gates. Waiting. Any day now. Man. I don't know what the holdup is. Looks like maybe the 5 is a little anxious in the gate. Yeah, the 5's throwing a fit. Now the 7 just tossed the rider. 7 just tossed the rider. Oh. They're probably going to back out the 7. Maybe.
Is the rider all right?
Rider looks like they're off. Well, they kind of just fell off, but on the gate, so they didn't actually hit the ground. Yeah. I'm surprised they're not backing out the 7. He kind of. Oh, yeah. 7 got left at the gate. All right, they're off. The 3 and who dat on the outside? I can't see. Move. Is that the 6? Nope, not the 6. Is it the 6? No, the 5. All right, so the 5 and the 3 are battling for first up front. The 7 is in third. They went 21-7 quarter mile. Woo! So they're smoking along there. Looks like the 5 came away, or the 3 came away with the lead in that battle. They're rounding off our turn, and the 3 has a nice little length lead. 5 is out of it now. Oh, here comes the 2. Oh, boy, Whale of a Run. It's going to get him at the wire. Oh, man, guys. Whale of a Run just won that easy. They probably went way too fast up front. Yeah, boom. Excuse me.
Jockey race.
Yep. Jockey race.
What did the 2 go off at? Wow,
8-1.
8-1, okay.
And he got that 4 up for third.
Dang, we had it wrong, but almost.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie, I put kind of a big bet on that try.
Oh man. Yeah. I guess if we had done a key box, that would have gone better for us, huh?
What was the pool there? Dang, there was 40 grand on that.
Nice one. All right, so we are going into this pick 5, closing into a lot of horses for the group ticket. So I'll pull up that group ticket real quick.
We might have some pretty nice scores on this now because we had a $10 winner, and then that's going to be what, 16? So
yeah. We love to see it.
And it's not only the fact you got a $16 winner, we got a 1-2 beat. That was probably a single for a lot of people, I think. So
yeah. Dang, I really wish I'd put that 3 in second.
Right.
It's all right. I'm excited to see these will pays. Oh my gosh! And my personal pick 5 that was $24 is also alive. So this is great.
There we go. There we go.
For my pick 5, I need 6, 8, 9 in the next. But for the group ticket, we have 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we're pretty.
Yeah, 3 is probably going to be a pretty nice will pay.
Yeah, there's only there's 100 grand in the pick 5 pool. I would have to assume that the will pays are going to be.
They're not going to be anything to write home about, but
yeah, but we could get lucky here. Come on.
Well, a share of this pick 5, there was 50
I'll take
shares,
it.
and they were like $4 each.
Yeah,
So I
I'll
mean,
take it. We'll
if
take
you
it.
just bought
It's
one
first,
share and you get $12 from it, hey,
right?
a win's a win.
I mean, so looking it
We've
up just
seen
to
we've seen Pig Fives at Charlestown pay $4, so $12. So we're already ahead.
I'm confused on the will pay screen for race 8. There isn't a pick 5 option.
they might not have it up yet.
But they have the double and pick 3.
Oof.
The pick 3 is the lowest payout is 142.
Yeah,
For the 8?
so the daily double for so we've got the 3 on the pick 5.
Oh, there it
Guys,
goes.
these Pig Fives can't be real. These can't be
Oh
real.
my gosh, those payouts! Holy God!
Yeah,
That can't be right. That can't be right.
It must be. I mean,
No. Wow. No.
all right. So for those of you who don't have will pays pull up, if the 1 comes in, it's 14 grand. 14.5. If the 3 comes in, it's 8 grand. 8.7. 4 comes in, it's 2,100. 5, it's 7,200. The 6 is 7,900. The 7 is 5,100. The 8 is $900, and the 9 is 2,400.
I bet we get a couple more viewers if that 3 hits. What do you think?
Bruh.
I went ahead and bought 10 shares of the ticket when I saw him hanging out there earlier. So
Yeah.
I'll take this 3 all day.
Yeah, I'll take the 3.
The 3 hits, I might get a second Racing Dudes tattoo at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some more ice for this drink. I'm about to pour another drink.
Yeah, I was about to say it, like it's.
I'm about to pour a drink.
This is a.
You guys mind if I get some ice real quick?
Go ahead.
For it.
Hey, Johnny, are you okay if I get a piece of this ice? You mind if I get some ice, Charles?
Well, for me, like I have this personal ticket alive to the 6 or the 689. So man, I'll take it. Let's pay rent, boys.
I will say, and I'm just throwing this out there. Ever since you've been playing multi-race wagers with me, starting at Keeneland, you've been hitting big scores.
We have, and you know what? I think I mentioned this to you when we were at Keeneland, and you had Dornoch and I had Sierra Leone. You said I'll get it next time, and that next time was the Belmont, and then now look at us here on Dudes After Dark.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say, is this your first time, Curtis?
Yeah, being on here.
Yeah, me too. I think we're kind of lucky. We did something.
We're gonna
put this ticket together. I'm not gonna lie. Shoddy put this ticket together, and Curtis added maybe a winner. I'm not sure.
He added the 4 in the last leg.
Yeah, good job, Curtis. You just made us more expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Right to the ticket up.
You owe us all a tattoo and about $60.
Oh man, so I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I kind of want to hedge this somehow because I would be really sad if the 1 or the let's see.
Shoddy, for $24 you can hedge. I think you can hedge this. What do you have? What do you have, Shoddy? Let me write it down. What do you have? I'll do some math.
What do you mean?
What are your horses that you have?
Well, for the group ticket, we have 3, 4, 6, 7.
For your ticket.
Oh, I have the 689.
689. Oh. That's why
And
7 was
the 1.
6, right?
The 1 and the 5 would knock us out entirely. So that's kind of why I'm a little nervous.
Don't be.
All right.
Don't be.
I won't be.
The 3's gonna win anyways.
Oh yeah.
All right. You have the 6,
Best
8,
pop
9.
is drop.
You have the 6, 8, and 9. All right. Let's help Shoddy make sure she gets $400 or $500 out of this deal. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right. 6,
I think she's in a real good spot.
I definitely think you got to bet the 7, but that's because I like second-time starters, right? And did pretty good. So what's the will pay on the 7? 10
The
grand?
will pay.
5 grand for our ticket?
It's 5,100.
Yeah, the 7's the one I'd be worried about if I was you, Shotty. That's the one. It's second-time starter, getting the blinkers on, and it was speed and fade last time. So all those are kind of
Well,
improved.
we have the 7 on the group ticket. Oh
yeah, that's
the
right.
group ticket hits. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Pedlo and I are sharing half the ticket, and you
Well,
have
that
10
doesn't sound-
shares, and because I reserved half. For us, or technically all 3 of us, but then Curtis swooped in and was like 10 shares. I don't know who else has the rest. I know Johnny has some part of this. If you guys bought into the bet share, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, let's celebrate, guys. Come on now, let's have some fun. We might want some fun right before we do it. 7's about to win us 5K.
Hopefully.
Somebody needs to text Aaron before he jumps off his house.
Yeah. Hopefully Aaron got some bet share tickets.
He didn't.
He probably didn't.
He was like, Charlestown, that pick 5 pays $12. Which I would have thought too. Man, if I would have used the 2, I'd be alive too right now. I don't know why. I said this is a jockey race and there's Arnaldo. But I didn't think that earlier when I was looking at it.
Yeah, isn't it funny the clarity you get, like sometimes, like when you do, because I'll spend days looking at a sequence, like 2 or 3 days, and then the clarity you get 10 or 15 minutes before a race, it's like night and day sometimes. And that's one of the toughest things, I think, for me, because I'm a lot of times I'm a multi-race player, and I try and get my bets ahead of time so I don't get emotional or try and place them ahead of time. But yeah, sometimes if something's going some way, you got to make adjustments.
That 10 to 15 minute clarity is a lot like the 10 to 15 second clarity after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. You guys talking about coming in second. It is Dudes After Dark, though. Hey.
Mandy Moore's asleep. Right? There are only 28 shots. Hey, so I'll tell you this. Okay, so I've hit a couple big pick 5s. The work, and I'm just helping Shoddy through this right now. The hard, hey, Florida scored. Congratulations, Aaron. Now I wish I would have bet the over 2. Anyways, the hardest part is this 25-minute break between the last race when you see the will pays. I mean, you need to get a drink some whiskey, take a few deep breaths, do some math. Figure out what your will pays are. Do some math on if you want to hedge, but then you just need to take and relax. You need to step away.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you have some big will pays and you have 20 minutes to think about it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, so Curtis. David is also alive to the 6, 8, 9.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. David, is that for the pick 5?
He's a barista.
He's an artiste.
I always make the joke, man, because Derby, some of these big days, you get an hour between races, between before the Derby. If I'm alive to big scores in the Derby, that hour, that's the drunkest I get every year.
Dude, last year I had 2 fills for 30 grand, and I had a mage for 17.5. And I was sitting with a buddy, and I go, what do I do? I mean, this is a long time. He goes, go get you a new Jack and Coke. I was like, all right, I get it. Calm down, relax.
So I did want to call out. I did mention this earlier in the stream that the results of race 7 would determine how I felt about some horses this race. So the 2 won the last race, of course. Let me get the correct PPs pulled up so I can actually see this. Oh, my eyes. What am I looking at here? All right, so for the 6 and the 5, 6. Where's the 5 here? So Whale of a Run ran against this horse, the 5. Oh my gosh, can't read. And the 5 did not do so hot. So that's why I kind of tossed it initially, because I didn't like any of its past races. But now that the 2 has won again, I'm kind of like, if it didn't do so great against that, I'm not super confident in that one. So that's why that one's off my ticket. But who did you guys go with on top here? Like if you had to
8.
single in this race, the
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah, I think the 8. The 8's a strong play. Like I said, these kind of races here at Charlestown, I'm kind of a sucker for betting speed anyway. But 4.5 furlong, I'm definitely betting speed. If you said pick a long shot on the card on this sequence, I do think the 7 would probably be one of the ones that I think has a better chance, just from what we mentioned, right? Second time starter coming in, it's a speed horse. Putting the blinkers on, I just think there's a lot of improvement angles there. I wouldn't be surprised if that horse gets home.
I'm a little impressed with the 4's works, just speed wise, like the fast.
Yeah, it's funny. You go through and you look at the breeding on these West Virginia breds, and some of these sires, I have no idea who it is. But then you also get like Free Drop Billy coming in here.
Hey, to be honest, why did we not bet Free Drop Billy's baby? You know what I mean? But Limehouse, what about Limehouse? I mean, we're looking at a 12% first-time starter and a 14% out of City Zip, the Sire's dame. So I'm telling, if you don't have the 4, I think you're betting the 4 and the 7. The 4 at 4-1. I mean, right now I'm thinking you have $900 to play with in your back pocket on the 8. That's what I'm thinking. I'm talking only to you.
Yeah, I think here looking at the 3. So I was just kind of looking at the dam stats. I kind of like looking at that in sibling stats just to see how they've done first time out. 0 for 5 on first time starters on the dam from the Free Drop Billy horse. But 0 for 5 for winners, and none of them have hit the board. So been kind of tough sledding there for the siblings of the 3. But I don't know, man. This is kind of one that looks like anything can happen, right? It's only got the 2 posted works. I always get a little skeptical of that. If you got a first time starter that doesn't show a lot of posted works, I feel like sometimes you get people trying to sneak one in sometimes.
Yeah. That's called a snuggle struggle. That's what.
Yeah.
That's
A snuggle struggle. I love it.
Just thought to let you know.
All right.
What's the 1
We
at?
are still about. What do you?
1 and the 3, 18-1, 21-1. How much was your ticket? $24?
$24.
All right. So you only have to put $2. You probably need to put about. Let me do the math here. Okay, we got 1, 3, 21, 21. 4. 4's probably going to end up at what? 4-1 or 5-1, guys? What do you think?
Let me pull it up here. It'll tell me the projection. It's projected to go off 7-2.
Why is the 3 not using LASIK?
I'm not sure. The 3 is projected to go off 40-1.
Okay.
So that's a big bomb. The 8 is projected to go off 6-5.
Could you own the 5? Is this the bet thing that you were talking about, Curtis? Like, I don't bet a horse.
Yeah, you might have been able to get all these horses at auction
Right,
for a reasonable price.
So the 5, we're not betting the 5. That one actually cost us money, right?
Yeah.
So you need to bet the 1, 3, 4, and 7. Does that sound right?
1, 3, 4, 7.
Yep.
And it'll hurt a lot, and we'll talk about it for a long time if the 5 comes in.
Oh, it would be devastating.
It wouldn't be that devastating. You'd wake up tomorrow, unlike Aaron.
Oh yeah, but
yeah.
Or fall through the attic. We never know.
And I'm also thinking,
No, I think don't overthink this. You're betting.
I'm not going to
1 and
overthink it.
3.
I'm not,
Put $5 on the 1 and put $4 on the 1 and the 3. Put $30 on the 4. And put $20 on the 7 because you already have the 7 with the bet share. Do you have the 4 with the bet share? How much does that pay? Let me see the will pay on that.
She's got the 3 with the bet share too. That's at like $9,000.
Yeah, but the 4's super low. Yeah, good point. Yeah, but it's only $4. So yeah, you're right. So don't bet the 3 at all. So bet $10 on the 1. Bet $30, $40 on the 4. And then bet like 10, put $10 on the 7. That's, what is that? That puts you at $60 in. I bet the 4 pretty
I'll
hard.
do that.
I bet that's $60. The 5 kills you, so enjoy that part.
So,
But that
gee, thanks.
hey, it's horse racing. That's horses.
Yeah.
I said, hey, why does my horse suck with the same sire of that horse that ran off the screen? And he goes, well, that's horses. Okay, whatever the hell that means.
All right. I got my hedge bets in. Making sure my balance. Like I said earlier, I put too much money in this account. And at the moment with my Twin Spires, I can only receive my winnings by check. So by the way,
Oh wow!
for those of you who are watching and you bought into this ticket, I will attempt to get you paid as quickly as that check gets in the mail.
Should she pay the 9 or play the 9 or what? No, she has the 9. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
I have the 9.
We're good. All right, we did. Did we do good on that, Curtis? How do you feel like we did?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're damn near got them all with with everything now between the nice thing is the bet share. The bet share did a pretty good job of hedging her off efficiently, I think, from adding some more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you throw in, the 1, the 5, and just take them all. She's in a spot to at least break even. That ain't bad to be alive to a big score and at the very least break even, free shot at some money.
Don't we all want that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's all we want.
Some days, man, if I just get to the last leg of my multi-race wagers,
I would love to.
Oh yeah, that's the best feeling, right?
So what I did is I was alive to door knock, and I had the favorites like everybody else, but I did not use the 9. I used the 5. I think it was program trading, but I didn't use the European 9 on that horse. I used it in everything else, but not that one. All it would have done was make me like my probably $1,000. It was $1 pick 4, but at least I wouldn't have lost so much back of that $4,000. I completely faded Idiomatic, and I murdered that sequence, killed it. Had I combined the 2 tickets, it was a $16 pick 5 ticket, a $22 pick 4 ticket. It would have been a total of, I think, $62, so $40 extra, or something. Maybe it's $72, $40 extra. Instead of winning $4,000, I would have won $68,000.
All right, Barbaro, give us luck.
Honestly, what I did, so I've been a huge proponent for multi-day. I love the multi-day races, like race wagers, right, that they have where you can do, they had a whole betting menu of pick daily doubles that were $5 minimums. So I played about every single one of those single to Dornick on the back end of it. And then I singled him in the pick.
You won a couple.
Yeah, I won. I hit like every single one. I was alive on the first leg of every single one, I think.
Wow.
Because as I was talking in the Discord, what were we calling it, Shotty? The Dornaka meter. Tracking how much money we did.
You're like, I'm in the 5 figures now.
Yeah, we were at the 5 figures almost just after the first day. So added some multi-race wages. Like I didn't do the pick 5, just did the pick 4. But same boat. I didn't like Idiomatic. Should have played the pick 5, but.
Dude, if you would have, the 1 was actually kind of easy to get to. I was playing it to the 1-3. Somo had me on the 3 pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pushing for that 3 so hard because I think it was like 4 times the payout, man. It was insane.
And speaking
It was
of
a
the
hell of a
Discord,
run.
guys, there.
It was a hell of a
All right,
run.
we are
man.
a minute to post, aka maybe more like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Never know.
Yeah. Did you guys see tomorrow? There's like a $250,000 carryover at Woodbine for a super high five.
Oof.
I think their super high five
Look
only
at
costs. I think it only costs 20 cents.
Yeah, it probably does because it's Canadian, right? So
Yeah, I'm gonna see how many horses are in that race.
one thing I'd like to see more of in horse racing. I think it'd be good for growing the sport, especially with the rise of sports betting and parlays. I think during Derby season, like during Derby prep season, they should have a multi-track wager every Saturday of all, like just where you can do a pick 3 or a daily double between all the Derby prep races. Just kind of parlay those. I know there's a lot of logistics that go into that with all the gaming commissions and the tracks and whatnot, but I would love to have that wager every Saturday. They did it for like Bluegrass and Santa Anita Derby and the Wood Memorial this year, but
right.
Should we talk about some Ascot horses tomorrow morning here in a minute?
Oh yeah, it's the last day, right?
I'll look it up.
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really follow the overseas racing too much, at least in the UK.
Every single pool is like $1 million plus. I mean,
I
even if you
know.
don't follow, you just got to take a
bet.
shot. Yeah, you got to take a shot, right?
Yeah, it's incredibly fun as well too. Like I love international turf racing. It's at least fun to watch. I think
it's hard to figure out where your horse is, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the other part. And I wish they had more information that you could get on the horses. A lot of times you got to try and piece together replays. But that's kind of what makes it fun when they come over for the Breeders' Cup, when you're doing the research, trying to figure out who's running style, where they need to be. They got that Japanese horse, Continuous, is running tomorrow. Well, Japanese bred, but for Aiden O'Brien, he's a big favorite in the second tomorrow.
All right. Woo! Let's go, guys.
Is that Middle Earth? Is that what it is? No,
it's Continuous, but he's in the same race as Middle Earth.
That's what it is. Okay.
Middle Earth. What a awesome name for a horse.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say something about that. That sounds like a Lord of the Rings
thing.
Love
it. It is.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Oh, missed the
also
race too. The John Sadler horse.
Let me know how much money we're about to win.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to try to be calm while calling it.
Don't be. Screw it.
Yeah.
Don't be.
Where's the fun in that? I want to see some energy here. Come on, get us that 3. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get the 3. I wouldn't even really be mad with the 6, 7, almost 8 grand.
Yeah, Johnny said it best. Why be calm? Shit, who cares? We didn't come here to be calm. We came here to win money.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
He spelled "let's win money" wrong.
Mm-hmm. Let's win some money.
Came here for one
fuck
reason.
Off, number 5.
Yeah, five can accidentally break bad for all I care.
Oh, yeah.
I said break bad. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say something else. I was like, oh, come on.
No.
Man, I was gonna crack open this drink, but
never
maybe I'll
do
wait.
that. Nope, you crack it open right now.
Yeah,
crack it open right now.
Chocolate peanut butter.
Open it up. Take a sip. Come on.
Ah, my eye. It's a milk stout. Oh, it smells like candy. Ooh, it does not taste good though. Dang it. I hate when I try something and I have a whole 6-pack of it and I gotta
Hey, we've all drank worse. Mix it with your Patron and Red Bull.
No, that drink is long gone.
Why not, right?
Right? Yeah. Oh boy. All right, there you are
Man.
at the gate, loading into the gate.
Hey, only 4 of the last 12 winners were favorites in that Middle Earth continuous race.
Yeah, I love betting the stakes races over there, and I play a price in every single one. I almost never play a favorite in
And
any
you
of
can play
them.
them. You play them place, and you get paid every time.
All right, guys. We are almost unloading into the gate here.
And you got to bet Spencer on the straight races. Old straight Spencer is he's on a long shot on those sprints.
Can you do that in June?
Yeah. He's he had a big winner early in the week, but let's see.
Hey, I want to hear a good call here, Shotty. Let's go.
Shorty. Everyone calls me
Shorty
Shorty.
Smalls, Shorty
I'm not
Shotty.
that short.
No,
that
you're
or
not.
they
You're
call me
playing-
shitty, so you know.
That would not be cool.
All right, they're all in the gate.
Let's
Ready for
go.
the start.
Get her done. Come on, 3. Come on, 3. The best
Always
hop is
waiting.
a drop.
The best hop is a drop. Pretty even
Great.
start. Looks like the outside horses broke the best. 8 Big Boy OB is going to be battling the 5 Golden Asset for the lead. The 9 is being hustled, but is not fast enough to catch up with the top 2. So we have Big Boy OB, the big favorite, and now Golden Asset, the 5, has taken the lead from him. The 4 Park Avenue Prince is ranging up on the 6 Big Bid on Blue. 4 is starting to make its move, and the 6 Bid on Blue is kind of falling out of it. The 5 is rounding the corner in the lead. I'm kind of getting nervous, guys. All right, as they round the turn, the 4 is running up the rail. Giddy up, Park Avenue. Oh, guys, I think the 5 is going to win this. Oh,
Yeah.
it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. No. Oh, man. That's devastating. That hurts. Pain. Oh, man. That's a bad beat.
Who got second?
The 8.
Was it the 4?
No, you're right, the 4. Oh, that hurts.
Did nobody run with that 5? Did nobody run with that
the
5?
8. The 8 ran with the 5, and the 5 definitely. It came in. It came in 5, 4, 8, 1. Wow, the 1 got up for 4th. That 35-1. Oof.
The 5 was 0 for 7 lifetime and hadn't hit.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
Oh, that's painful. Oh.
The horse has also never gone off at odds of lower than 28-1.
Man.
Oh my God.
Hashtag they knew. I mean, I guess was lowest weight by a pound, but was it the bug jockey, I assume?
Oh my gosh.
Malnado.
How in the world did we lose that?
Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt.
What did that 5 pay?
It was 8-1.
So $1.
$7,000 for that.
Yeah, would have been.
Oh, you mean for the pick 5? Yeah. Ouchie! Ouch! Ouch! Ouchie!
All right.
Well, my angle about the race 7 affecting my thoughts was the opposite of what I thought. But maybe I should have upgraded the 5 because of
Hey, Shotty, you put together a great ticket, Shotty.
We tried. Man,
I can't believe that.
yeah, that's rough.
I'm
Hey,
really
I did
sorry.
have the trifecta, so that does kind of ease the pain a little bit, but it's still
Nice
still
try.
rough.
Man, the $1 pick 3 even paid $1,200.
Golly.
That's ridiculous.
And you see, it's crazy because, I mean, I guess the 2 might have been hard to get to for some people, but
Wow.
man, if only that 4 had been able to get up there. I thought he had it going on the rail like that, but
I thought he was going to kick on, and then he just kind of stopped.
Well, that's horses.
Yep. They'll be
Yep.
running tomorrow, won't they? So we'll see.
yep,
Take our
exactly. We'll be running tomorrow. Well, let's see what we get paid out at here. Oh man, that's a kind of a bummer way to end the stream today, but that's as you said, that's horse racing, and as C. Miller here says, at least you were in on it, or you were in it.
Hey, had a lot of fun, huh?
Magic. Oh, you didn't miss
least you were
much.
in
Just some heartbreak. It's fine.
That's actually funny. Good for you, Magic. He's so tall. How'd he get down here so quick?
Oh man. Well, this was kind of the even though the ticket didn't hit. Thank all of you guys for hopping in on the bet share. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
To the very end. We've been trying to do this pretty consistently. We've been very inconsistent, but we have a pretty good selection of co-hosts now. So if you guys have any interest in us doing Churchill, or there's certain tracks that you want us to cover, just let us know on the Discord. If you need your way to the Discord, I'm going to post a link in the chat here. So make sure you join in if you haven't already. We're always talking about horse racing, sports, and sandwiches. Are hot dog sandwiches? It's still unclear. But until next time, guys.
Not a sandwich. The 5.
Oh,
screw that horse. I hope that horse falls
that
over
horse.
next time.
Oh,
I'm so angry at that horse right now.
I agree.
mean
Until
it.
next time, guys. I'm Shoddy. He's Curtis, and on top we have Pedlo. See you next time. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Yeah, everybody.